secrets among you beautiful boxy, where curiosity treads, all gathered around as tales unfurl in this ghostly tense, a spectral world. Keep your mind sharp and your spirit
bits of America. It is Paranormal 54.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
What's happening?
Sorry. What's going on, everybody?
Oh yeah. She fixed it. She can chat now.
Yes, got it fixed.
Get banned, noob. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Mr. Bell.
Mr. Tim, how you doing? Who got Carla up in here?
Yep, we got Carla,
Rican, how you doing? How is everybody? How was your week?
I think Michael was first. Were you first, Michael?
Michael indeed was first.
Mr. Michael. He's on top of it. Did you get my message that said
Yes, I did.
okay.
I synced it.
Naturally, the Marine would be ready and willing to go right on the bat, or from the very beginning.
Is he ready?
Yeah, he's ready. He messaged me while we were sitting there. I was sitting there listening to crazy circus music. He said, "We're like, I'm ready."
All right, yeah, let me get this invite sent over. And
oh, this is exciting, Mr. Matt Benton.
Can we just call him Matt?
Yeah,
all right, I want to cover the screen so nobody's, I mean, even though his email is,
probably pretty public.
Yeah,
dude, I'm freaking out right now. I trimmed my beard, and you can actually see my neck. My neck hasn't seen the sun in at least a year. I'm free. I got to hold my head down like this so nobody can see my white neck or throat. Sorry, it's my throat.
Carla, you had a rough week? It's not good.
This is a nice break.
Good.
Well, good. We could put on a performance.
all right. Yo, what's that thing underneath your beard? I don't. What is that?
It is a throat. I haven't experienced my throat getting wind in a long time. I'm very cold.
It's like the Family Guy episode where the Tom, whatever his name, loses his mustache.
Yes.
And gets it back. Oh, you're shaking.
I'm not going to touch clippers or a razor until after the investigation.
Been a good week. Michael said it's been warming up in the UK. Yay.
That's not true.
Rain is never warm.
You're going to enjoy the show with a beer? Oh, I'm jealous. The only beer I have is the one, the Foster's Australian Phobia I have from the Devil's Chair.
I was going to say, how long ago?
It was a while.
You still have that?
I still have it. It's in my fridge.
Incredible.
I'm not a heavy drinker.
I don't know. We should have had Erica on here telling us to do shots. I'd do a shot if I had something to do a shot with.
Well, that would actually just be me.
I was going to say, you're the one that has to share his liquor.
I have lots of it. I'm about to have less Crown Royal here after this investigation.
Hey, of all the liquor that I gave you a long time ago, how much do you still have of it?
93% of it.
Wow.
You said there and counted up 93%. That's like exact.
Yep.
93.7%.
I had to do quick maths.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a little rain going on here today, Michael, but it didn't happen. So it's very dry here right now.
Oh, Piper, what's happening?
Look, there's Piper.
Piper shows up when we have a guest.
Piper, you don't come for us anymore.
Lewis and Clark beer, home brewed here in Montana way. It's my favorite.
We need to get Lee on here. All right.
No joke.
No, what?
Oh, look at this guy.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, Matt, in person. Well, somewhat in person.
Crown Royal. Shape knows what's up.
Yum yum.
Or Shape. Yep. Hey, Shape. I didn't even see him pop in.
Now putting up chats in my other screen so I can see the comments.
Oh, very good, very good. You could do what I did with
I use a phone.
with Patrick from the Haunted Side, and you can just cut me off whenever you want to answer a question, because I cut Patrick off about 1 million times during our live stream.
Okay. No, it's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, sorry. Okay, now I'm good.
You're good?
Everything's ready.
You're locked in.
Locked in.
Well, I was gonna say this is how I do it, and my son should be proud. I'm using dark screen.
Oh, it's about time.
Did you notice this?
Yeah, dark screen.
Yeah.
Saves battery life too.
Yeah. Oh, does it? Okay, that's even better.
I mean,
Yeah.
it saves my retinas.
That
what I was-
also dark just is way better in my opinion.
It's true.
Well, they have been telling me this for a while, so I decided to switch over and see the difference.
I can still see on your computer screen though that you're not using dark mode.
Dude, leave me. Look, baby steps, okay? I'm a boomer. I gotta do this in baby steps.
Hello, chat, everyone. I just noticed some familiar faces. Just saying, Rican and a couple others.
Yeah. There's Tim.
Pretty sure I got Carla from you.
I'm gonna say horror of horror.
Oh, horror of horror.
I love her name. I think it's great.
I think, I think she was on there when you were on with. Okay, let's clear it up now. You would know more than anyone. Is it Helena or Helena?
Thank you.
So her actual, like in Finland, it's Helena, but she also doesn't mind when people call her Helena. She thinks it sounds more feminine, so she doesn't mind at all. Anyway, so actually, in the beginning of our relationship, she actually said to call her Helena. So I call her Helena now. So
okay,
I'm not in a
good.
relationship with her, so Helena it is.
I called her Helena.
She does not mind. She does not mind from who it is. So yeah.
Okay.
She was actually our first unofficial guest.
No, really?
Come on our
She
live
was,
stream.
yep.
Awesome.
She was in the chat, and I said, "Why don't you hop on?"
Awesome. Now she's doing a lot more things. Maybe you could have her back.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot to talk about with you.
there is.
You're like a big. Yeah, I got beef. You and I are fighting. No, no, you have a lot going on right now, and you got that documentary that you're working on,
Yes.
which is really rad. And I remember on Helena's live stream, you were saying something about how you would like a production company. You were hoping for a production company to snatch it up.
No, it's a distributing company. So
Distributed.
yeah. So because I am the production company, basically,
Oh.
I do all the post production myself. The distributing company is different. I've already been through one distributing company for my last film, which was Gravitas Ventures, and I might want to go bigger this time because I feel like this one has more of a horror vibe to it. I think Blumhouse would like it. So Blumhouse or A24. So I might go that route.
You said A24, and I think that one, because A24 puts out nothing but bangers.
Yeah, so I'm okay with both of those because they're Blumhouse is known for horror, and A24 is just they've been putting out a lot of good films. So and so I think that it'll be cool to see it in theaters and all that, which Gravitas can do, but they usually do limited releases. They don't do like full on theater releases. So it'll be cool to go that route. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool.
You know, I'd be stoked to get a couple hundred views on a video, and you were talking about getting A24 to buy up your documentary. But okay, you know, we're at different levels here. But all right.
Oh, there's nothing's official. The only thing that's official is Gravitas. That's the only one that's official. Like that they're given the go ahead. Yeah, it's okay because I already talked to him before I did this film, the Harrisville Haunting, the last one. I was trying to make a deal like any future films I have, can I submit it to you guys? And they said yes. So they liked my last film, so this one's way better in my opinion. Because every single year, I feel like I get better as a editor and director in multiple different ways. So every year I'm progressing, and that was that was edited in 2021. So it's been a few years now. So it's going to be a lot better. It's already better right now. I'm 20 minutes into the film at this very moment.
Oh,
Last
wow.
I heard, you were 10 minutes.
Yes.
So yes,
20 minutes has been finished so far.
very good.
Well, that's cool.
Any idea when you're gonna it's going to be done, or is it just kind of up in the air whenever you get it done?
I'm trying to get it done within 3 to 4 months.
Wow, that is a hefty goal.
And you do
I
all
like
the
that.
editing yourself?
I do all the editing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're a professional gentleman who has a job in the military. Where in the world do you find the time to edit?
I just don't sleep much.
Sleeping optional.
So I sleep like 3 to 5 hours every day, and unless it's the weekend, I get a bit more sleep during the weekend.
Oh, wow.
And then when I'm in the field, obviously I can't edit when I'm in the field, and I'm an infantry marine, so I'm in the field a lot. So
Yeah, I guess I have no excuses.
Well, you have a child with you sometimes. So
keep in mind, I also don't really have a life. All I do is this.
Oh, you either?
Yeah, so I don't go out or anything really. The only time I go out is when my wife is here, and that's about it, to be honest. Because I've been really focused on documentary and work. That's it. So
Yeah, very, very. Yeah, that's awesome. When are you? How long do you have left in the Marine?
I have a year and 7 to 8 months left, and so when I'm out, I'm just doing those years, and I'm out. I'm staying out because now success is happening with the film aspect of what I do now. So definitely want to go that route. And plus, now Helena is my life. I don't want to put her through the life of the Marine Corps anymore. So, so I have other endeavors I want to go forth on. So.
You seem very secretive. I was going to ask what you got planned afterwards. Just
I have multiple film ideas, plans. So, but I only have about 5 of them, so I need to come up with more because I'm planning on doing this for the rest of my life.
that's cool.
Starting to get to the point to almost paying the bills too.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
Yeah. So once I get to the point where I can just straight up a documentary filmmaker, I can just focus on documentary filmmaking and YouTube the whole time. Even though YouTube isn't my main focus anymore because, it's usually the fakers that are getting big on YouTube and oversaturating the YouTube space. And so the real investigators aren't really getting the recognition on YouTube. So that's why the documentary route works very well because it gets seen by over 1 million people through other avenues like Amazon Prime, Vudu, all over the place. So that seems to be the bigger payoff for putting in the amount of work I put into a project, and I love doing it too. I love documentary filmmaking. Like it's a huge passion of mine, and I also like just making people feel things like either the chills. The chills is my favorite emotion to give people. And I get those comments all the time. Like, oh, I got the chills from that sequence I put that they scene or whatever. That's my favorite emotion to give. So, yeah.
It's cool. Well, Carla says she wants to be in a low-grade horror film. That's in her bucket list.
Well, which one?
Horror of Horrors. Carla.
I was gonna say like it's kind of in the name. I kind of got to tell.
I know. I love her name.
Yeah, I've actually been told like, oh, I should do some horror films and stuff like that. But for me, the only reason why I don't want to go that route is because I don't want to be known for that. I want to be known as a documentary filmmaker. I love documentary filmmaking, and don't get me wrong, like that could be definitely a route I could take. It's just that there's something about documentary filmmaking that is way more appealing to me than fictional. And so I like telling true stories, real stories. I've always been fascinated by the truth and tell it in a storytelling way and in an entertaining way. So that's kind of like my route. I feel like I want to go maybe things will change in the future, but we'll see. But at the moment, I'm just a documentary filmmaker.
Hey, and you're good at it too. That the Conjuring one. I watched it a couple times now, and I was watching it earlier today. It's very well put together.
Thank you. There's things I would like to change on it now, but yeah, yeah, I'm my own worst critic. Huh?
That's the way it goes.
Yeah, definitely. There's things I want to cut out, trim it down a little bit. There's certain parts I thought got boring, so there's things I wish I could change. But that was 3 years ago, and it was kind of like we were already putting like, oh, it's going to be released soon type thing. So I didn't cut it anymore, and we're having a lot of rendering issues because the computer I had back then was not as good as the one I have now. So it was a lot of issues. So.
Yes.
Recons.
What is that?
Actually, Matt, a horror comedy set up as a documentary would be a nice side project. Yeah. A mockumentary kind of thing.
Yeah. like Spinal Tap.
Yeah, that could be I don't know. We'll see. But right now I'm focusing on documentaries.
Yeah. What are some other places you would like to go to?
Oh, I have my top 3. I would say Poveglia Island, Chernobyl, and Island of the Dolls. Fascinated me a little bit.
I've heard of 2 of those.
Okay.
What was the first one?
Poveglia Island.
What is that?
It's an island of death. Hundreds and hundreds of people have died on that island. Literally, the island has body ash all over it because they burned the bodies from the bubonic plague. That during the bubonic plague, they sent everyone to that island to die, basically. And
Wow.
It got so crowded that they had to burn the bodies on the island. And I actually have a documentary idea specifically for that location, but I'm not going to go into it because I don't want it to be stolen.
Right.
Oh, come on, man!
Keep it on the down low.
I was writing stuff down.
No, you weren't.
No, Chernobyl will be dope. That place is insane.
Yeah, just how deserted it is, and basically just have the place yourself and the history of that place is really intriguing to me. And beautifully, you could get some amazing cinematography there too. So I'm also thinking as a filmmaker standpoint too, it would be amazing. So yeah, I would love to do that one, but also we need probably in the aspect it depends on the evidence too for me. So a lot of times, we filmed possible documentaries and other episodes or whatever that I was trying to film, but just didn't become anything because we didn't get really any evidence. So, and I don't want to put something together when we didn't get anything for evidence. So, yeah.
Yeah. Our channel is more like it's take this journey with us. Oh, look, this place didn't have any evidence. Well, that happens.
Yeah, it does.
It happens a lot.
It does. Actually, that's most of the time it happens. And that's why you don't see as many episodes on my channel.
Yeah.
Compared to the ones we go to a location and get something every time. Yeah. So I'm like, well then.
Well, you
some
see
fakers we
Richard's
know.
see Richard's name, Captain Naysayer.
That's what I called him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do a thing every video now where I just walk around just yeah, right.
It poofs at everything.
Yeah.
You've heard things here and there.
Yeah, but don't let him lie, man. This guy's sitting there during the investigation. He's over there tinkling himself, but afterwards he's like, "Whatever, it's nothing."
Well, sometimes it's ever a spider, though.
Yeah, one thing that sucks about when you do this for so long is the fear factor is gone. And it sucks because I kind of miss it. The fear, sometimes, when I first started out, there's some moments I was a little scared and stuff like that when I first was starting. But then I did Man vs. Paranormal, which was another documentary idea I had back in 2017. I had the idea longer than that, but I actually filmed it in 2017. And being stuck in a building by yourself for 3 days definitely got rid of every bit of fear I had left in the paranormal, because I did this 4 times. Sorry, 3 times, because one of the locations I felt bad for some of the people that are camping outside. I told them you could come in on the second day. So I was like, 3 times I stayed at a location for 3 days by myself. And then after that, like, you just don't have any more fear anymore. It sucks, to be honest.
Yeah, I do like the occasional heebie-jeebies. That is nice.
Yeah.
I don't get it often, but I know something's up if I get creeped out.
Yeah.
And it's usually, especially it wasn't the last jail. The last video we put out, it was a jail here in Florida, and there's one hallway that every time you would either go in it or walk by it, I'd get the tingle on the back of the neck, like, ooh, something's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And now that you've told me that it fades, I am a sad panda.
Well, I think it also depends on the person. For me, I've always been a person that loves to face my own fears. Like, I am afraid of heights, so I did rock climbing, for example. So it's like I do things to always defeat my fears, and so that's why I did Man vs. Paranormal. I was like, it would be kind of scary to be by yourself with no help, because it's different when you do a solo session. A solo session is different because you could still have someone to come get you if something happens. But if you're actually there with no one in the building at all, and they're like literally back at home doing their things and stuff like that, it just gives a different vibe. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. Being stranded.
Yeah, you're literally stranded.
That sounds fun. I kind of want to do that.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Actually, Evil on Earth, part of that idea, because I actually canceled that film because I discontinued it because it wasn't to the film standards that I wanted when it came to. I should have had full-on DVR systems and all that. I just didn't have the funding back then when I did it in 2017. So I felt like it wasn't to my standards of the documentary and keep it entertaining. So I'm probably going to redo it one day, but the Monroe House was one of the locations I stayed in by myself for 3 days for the Man vs. Paranormal thing. And so that part of that Man vs. Paranormal stuff I filmed is going into this documentary, Evil on Earth. So you get to see what I captured when I was by myself. That was pretty interesting.
That's cool.
I'm stupid. I was about to say, ooh, what'd you capture? No, he's not going to tell you that, guy.
Yeah.
He wants people to watch his documentary.
Spoilers.
Yeah, this one, there's some cool, like the Monroe House. I've been collecting footage from that location. I've been filming this location since 2017 all the way to 2023. So I've been having a lot of stuff that I have on this location and stuff that no one else can have because of certain things I found, and is specifically only for the documentary. And so there's things about the Monroe House that no one even knows about yet. And
Isn't that the one that's Joe's jam?
What?
Isn't that the one that's Joe Vittle's jam?
Joe Vitale's.
Well, he said he said when he came on that he's heard people call him Joe Vittle before, and he said I'll accept that too. So he's now officially Joe Vittle.
Oh my god. Yeah, like actually I met him there. So I went to the Monroe House back in the March 13th. Sorry, March 11th was when I first went there. And then I think I met Joe. It's his first time being there. Actually, I went there when he went there the first time. I think that was in July of 2017. So he went there a few months later, and then he investigated it multiple times also. And so basically all the evidence that was captured by us and Interface Death and also Dig Paranormal is going to be in this film. And I uncovered a couple things that have not been released yet about the house. It's not public knowledge yet. So,
Wow.
Yet.
Well,
Yeah.
I will be waiting with bated breath. Sir.
Yes.
yes.
So Crow of Judas just said, I'm waiting for the sequel, Evil on Earth Part 2, A True Love Story.
That's actually where I met Helena. So in person the first time. So
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it was actually the Monroe House has like a special place in my heart because not just that, it's just like this is like the first one. I feel like this is going to be my first very successful film. The other one was pretty successful. It's just that this one I feel like is going to go bigger. To be honest, I think it has a lot more potential than the last film, and so we'll see. We'll see because there's literally Blair Witch Project vibes on certain things about this film. You see what I mean later.
I can't wait to see that. That'd be cool.
When you blow up, don't forget us little people, sir.
Heard that so many times.
I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna call you Hollywood Matt.
Oh my God. No, I'll never be that kind of person. Ever. I'm always just going to be the same person I've been since I started. It's just that the only difference is I'll have this as my main job.
That would be very cool though.
Which is dope.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Is that Joe there? I think Joe, Joe's in the chat.
He said lame. What's up, Joe Vittle?
How you doing, Joe?
I completely lost my train of thought, but that is okay.
Yeah, that's not unusual for you sometimes.
Here's a question that I actually asked Joe. Well, actually, Regan asked Joe when Joe came on. What would you consider to be fantastic evidence? Like
objects moving on camera, apparitions. I still haven't captured a full body apparition yet, so disappointed about that. 13 years I've been doing this, still haven't captured a full body apparition, and but I have captured things moving on camera. And hint, hint. This next documentary, you might see that.
I gotta see that.
It's rare.
Cliffhanger.
Really fucking rare is what I'm gonna just say. It's I've only captured for sure something moving on camera 3 times in my entire paranormal investigating.
Hey, Deb. Deb's in the house.
3 times. And you've been doing this for how long now?
13 years.
So it's very rare. I mean, it seems like it's very rare. Now, I've heard stuff. I've heard stuff myself even before you guys got into. Stop.
Dan, what's going on?
But yes, I have heard something in the house that we lived in Northern Virginia. And there was nobody in the house with me. And I heard somebody walking on the hardwood floors with hard sole shoes. And there was nobody in the house.
But you didn't record it, so there's no evidence.
Well, we didn't have recorders then. They didn't have cell phones back then.
Yeah, it was the 1960s.
No, it was 1995.
It was
something like that.
Hey, Crow of Judah, speaking of you being here.
Hey, Dan the man.
I got my eye on you, Crow.
Bro, Judas, good friend of mine.
Yeah, Crow is gonna end up coming on here.
Yeah, so yes, the Evil on Earth song will be in the movie. It's on Joe's channel and is on Crow's. I can't remember, but it's you can watch it. It's if you want to listen to the music video, it's pretty much created right after we filmed like the big portion for the film. So yeah, it was fun shooting that. Some parts of the music video, some of it, and a lot of it was also shot by Joe. And so it was like. But then when it comes to their music, it's pretty awesome. Like Crow's an amazing singer. Joe does the guitar stuff and actually the actual music part of it. So, and then, but Crow, yeah, great singer for sure.
Really, I mean, he's got a very gruff voice. I wouldn't. He has the voice of an angel.
Crow has the voice of an angel.
Oh my goodness! I've heard him talk before. I'm excited. I think I've heard that song, haven't I? When did it get posted?
Yeah, it was posted a while ago.
Yeah, I think I have heard it.
It'll be at the end of the film for the credits.
Nice.
It doesn't really fit the vibe of the rest of the film, so it wouldn't fit in the beginning or middle or anything in the film itself because it's a horror film. It doesn't really fit the vibe. So, but the credits it should fit fine.
Very cool. I actually talked to one of my favorite bands and got permission to use one of their songs at our end credits of our videos. I still think I'm cool. They didn't write it specifically for me, but hey.
Yeah, actually, and Joe also edited the music video, so it was pretty cool.
Very good.
That was pretty well done too. I like the shot that he did with the crow mask. So there's a sequence that he like is unburying it. So he digs it up. It's like in the ground and stuff like that in the very beginning. It's a pretty cool shot. But yeah, so the yeah, definitely recommend it. It's pretty cool. But all the best shots, it was shot with some cinema cameras. Like a lot of the really good shots are saved for the film. So I don't know. I'm a cinematography fan. So I just got a brand new, because of the success of the last film, was able to purchase a DJI Ronin 4D and got amazing shots. And so same with and Joe had some cool shots too with his Blackmagic camera. So those are probably, there's some of the Blackmagic shots I think in the music video. But yeah, there's some awesome shots that was captured with this camera. It's beautiful. It'll be in the film and also trailer for some of the shots. So just keep an eye out if you're a fan of cinematography.
Bated breath.
I was gonna say, I know Eddie's is really
Oh no, I'm a huge cinematography nerd. So yeah, I know what's up.
That's why I said I knew you were excited.
Yeah, this film, it definitely is a step up from the last one for sure.
Well, cool.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments and what Crow was saying, and I was kind of like, whoa, okay. And then I think Ricky was thinking the same thing. I was.
Joe takes my hot dog at the end.
That's what I'm laughing about. I was like, okay. Never mind.
Oh, Spirit Talkers is here too, and then Dawson, and
oh yeah, there's
What's up, Dawson?
Dawson.
Hey, Sydney.
And
Sydney.
Yep, there's Sydney said, "Hey, Matt."
I like your answers were very easy when I said, what would you consider really good evidence, and you just like bam, 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 bam. Same thing with me. Yeah. My two. What would really just be the perfect evidence I want to capture? I mean, you're talking apparition. That's way above my pay grade. I'm talking just a shadow figure on camera would be great.
Yeah, shadow people would be cool too, but also extremely rare.
Correct.
But it's like it's the rarest evidence is the best evidence, of course.
Yeah.
So I would say apparitions and shadow people the most rare. Then the second most rare would be the objects moving on their own. Actually seeing them initiate is the hard part of capturing, because multiple times I've captured like sounds of something being thrown or something like that, but not actually got it on camera. So it's a lot harder to get it on camera. That's actually part of the reason why I invented the Paratac helmet, is so I can capture whatever I see from now on. So during an investigation, and
smart.
Yeah, I actually have it back there. If you want
I always wondered why it was like a tactical helmet that you wore. I always wondered what the story was. I was like, well, he's a Marine, so makes sense he would use the gear that he's used to.
So I've always been interested in military because I created it before I joined the Marine Corps. But I was always interested in military equipment, and I've been fascinated by the military. So I actually thought of the idea. I was like, I wish I had a POV system that would last long on my head and have IR that lasts long. And then I was like, wait a second, the helmets that the military use battery packs on the back of them for their night vision goggles. And so I was like, that would actually probably work out if I had an IR connected to it, and then it'll last pretty much all night. And so then I looked into cameras, and Justin Brown was doing Zoom Q2Ns and basically switching out the lens so it's filtered to full spectrum. And so Zoom, in my opinion, is one of the best. They're one of the best audio equipment. Basically, they make some of the best audio.
Oh, absolutely.
Zoom and Tascam, top two. So you guys, if you guys are getting audio equipment, those are the two I recommend. And so the Zoom Q2N was perfect for the job because yes, GoPros are nice quality and everything. If you get it converted, it's just way over price when you get it converted to full spectrum or IR in general. Sorry, not IR, night vision. And then so basically that, and also GoPro audio isn't that great. So
it's very tinny.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, this would be perfect for the helmet setup.
Hey, come here.
And on top of that, one second, I'll show you.
for that intro. Good. Thank you.
Hey, you wanna maybe mute your mic?
Sorry. Sorry, I'm rude.
Hey Matt, just letting you know, Crow's talking crap. He said your helmet also has a can opener on the side along with fingernail clippers.
Oh my god. No.
Hey, Regan, if you had one of those helmets, you would have captured it.
I think
Captured your shadow person.
Dawson said something too. I'm gonna narc on Dawson.
So this is the helmet. So it has the battery pack back here. It has a regular light here. These was the new addition to my helmet. This is from Deadlight, which is from Josh Bender. He made a custom-made version specifically for my helmet. And these are basically the entire thing is 20 watts of IR. So it's a lot more powerful than my last helmet setup that I had. And so that's why I also have Deadlight right there for the business. And then this is the Zoom Q2N. It's 4K.
Yeah, I was looking into this.
Yeah, it's not full spectrum if you buy it off the internet. You have to get it.
Yeah.
So that's another important feature that you have to keep that in mind. So yeah, this is the helmet, and I've been using it ever since. Very good. It does the job of what I needed to do, and it's stays tactical. Stay tactical, guys.
No. Here's my tactical helmet.
Oh, that's just for the one.
What are you, the Undertaker?
No, I'm just a super handsome outlaw. That's all.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the you said turn it on, Crow. This is the only thing that I have plugged in right. Well, that's gonna work right now. It's just a regular flashlight. Bam.
There you go. Everyone's all penguin tears.
Oh, Crow, no.
That's what.
Matt, you monster.
That's hilarious.
Carlos said magic helmet, and it made me think magic legs. Talking about Lieutenant Dan.
Oh,
Yeah. No fakers tears. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely the faker's tears. Power that helmet.
Yes, that's funny actually.
I don't see you go hard on anyone. You try to keep pretty diplomatic, don't you?
I stay professional. So also the thing is, I only will actually call someone out if they 100% have been caught for faking. 100%, like not like hearsay maybe or anything like that. I don't say anything about anyone unless they've been 100% debunked for faking. And that's why I've only said a few names before. And also I don't go watch all the videos, so I actually don't know for some of them because I just focus on my stuff. I don't really get into the drama. And also I used to be a lot more angry about it back then, but now since I finally found my way around YouTube, I'm just like, just doing my own thing. So yeah, I don't like fakers. Yes. But I'm also not going after them because I have just too much on my plate already. So I don't really have to. Right.
But you're wrong because Mindseed is the greatest thing that's ever been on YouTube. So
Well, Mindseed actually is my favorite fake channel.
me too.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
pretty
me
good.
Mindseed.
Because they do a good job with their production. I like it. And so that's what I'm always saying too. If you're going to fake, why at least make the production good? Mindseed does that. And
Yes.
so same with so there's like some vlogger version like oh my gosh that fakes and stuff like that. And it's not as like production isn't as like it isn't as crazy cool as like Mindseed. Like make it horror like just like it'll be cool like that. And that's maybe just personal preference, but yeah. So like Mindseed,
with
I
you,
like
dude.
what they're doing when it comes to entertainment value. It's pretty cool.
Crow says I play fart sounds over the entertainment videos. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments here and they're cracking me up.
I knew that Mindseed was fake like before I was watching all the paranormal stuff, but so the whole dark web boxes and stuff
Yep.
like that. That was already automatic. Like, okay, this is fake because that was never a thing on the dark web. That was a YouTube trend.
Yeah.
And so if you actually get into actual dark web people on YouTube. Like same thing with the fakers thing. Like for like YouTube, there's the side of YouTube that's all the real paranormal, and the side of YouTube that's just entertainment and that's all it is, and fake and stuff like that. Same with when it comes to dark web stuff. It's kind of like the same thing. There's actual real YouTubers out, real people out there that talk about some of the dark web stuff, and then there's like actual like, oh, we're gonna make YouTube like dark web boxes and stuff like that. It became a trend. That was never a thing on dark web until it got very big, and then now I think it's on the dark web now, but it wasn't at the time. It was becoming a big thing. So that was not a thing. So
Yeah, I noticed that they were fake whenever they, what was it, that video, it was an uncut video. It was supposed to be uncut that had several cuts in it. And it was the one where the chairs were chasing them around the house.
oh yeah. Also the guy when that was dragged. It's like,
oh, that one, yeah, dude. That is
so obvious it's fake.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen mine seen and gone, well, maybe.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's like you watch it and you're like, oh, well, clearly this is fake.
Yeah. Like Dawson says, I hear a lot of people give Mindseed props for the at least the production. That's what I say.
Yep,
that's why I'm a fake channel.
Joe disagreed with us when he was on. He didn't like their production value. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
I think, and you know what? They use cell phones, but I mean, it looks good.
Joe's not impressed with anything.
I've noticed.
He's only impressed by my editing, apparently.
What about our editing, Joe?
Sorry, his editing, not mine.
Are you sure?
My editing. Hey, we haven't been doing.
You've gotten better over time, Edward.
I haven't edited anything in a long time. That's your department now.
Yeah. It's hard to impress Joe. There's so many movies he says that he just doesn't like, but I like. And I'm like, okay. So I don't go to Joe for anything, for things that like, well, what do you think of that movie? Not the right person, because he's most likely going to hate it.
Joe, how in the world do you hate Angels in the Outfield?
No, wait, does he really?
I don't know. I don't know.
I was about to say.
That movie is dope, though. Oh, it's funny that you brought up Omar, because we've been in a place where the people, the tour guides were, was that saying? I'm not cool anymore. I'm not cool. So was it the dishing of the tea or something? Spilling the tea? What is it?
I have no idea.
Either way, they were telling us about old Omar being banned from that place because they were faking. Him and the people he was with were faking, and they got banned. It's so good. I love it.
I've seen the video evidence on him too, of him faking. So I'm like, it's pretty obvious. I don't understand it. Like, I mean, I guess there's some kind of understanding, but I hate the idea of just lying to your viewers and then making money off of it. But to me, that's scamming. That's literally what scamming is. So you're literally scamming your viewers, trying to make you sound like you're real, doing these paranormal investigations and capturing these things, and they're just taking their money to do it.
Oh my God.
That's a good one.
Carla,
he probably fakes orgasms.
I know firsthand it's true. He does.
And by the way, I hope you guys don't mind me saying all these things. This is my opinion, not to. I mean, sorry, some of it isn't opinion; it's more fact. But yeah, because there's some that have been legitimately caught, and those are the only people I'm going to actually mention. The ones
Dude, we're not diplomatic. I have burned I don't know how many bridges just with my stupid mouth. I don't care.
It's funny because for me, it's great because I just don't care. For me, I don't care what I say because as long as if it's truthful, that's it.
Dawson, you don't want to know.
Whoa, how do you know?
I also hate this one YouTuber called Dawson. I'm kidding.
Hey, don't ask questions you don't want the answers for, Dawson.
I'm kidding, Dawson. I'm kidding.
Carla, Dan knows we have a hard time keeping things YouTube friendly, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
And yes, I do joke like this with my sons, around my
I like-
sons or whatever.
Yeah, we like to. I mean, sometimes it works out. Like we'll watch. Sometimes we like, we watch some YouTube videos on our stream, just checking out new people, and sometimes we like to dabble in a little mind seed and just have a laugh at it. But every once in a while, we'll find a good channel. Jake and Jason, the Memphis, Tennessee guys.
Yep.
They're awesome. We're like buddies with them now, and they're coming down to Florida in 2 weeks, and we're doing an investigation together.
What about Lee from Really Haunted? What do you think of him?
Yeah, how about that? Lee from Really Haunted. Matt, that was for you.
No, that was for you. That was for you. I mean, you can answer it too, but
I don't know who they are. So
you don't know who he is?
Hey, Retro.
He's the best thing in the world.
He's a good meme
Totally.
channel.
The most legit paranormal channel I've ever seen.
I'll be honest, like in more recent times, I have not been up to date with some of the channels out there because I don't know, it's just getting a little too entertainment vibes to me. How the paranormal went to on YouTube, and it's kind of annoying to be honest. Because I was actually around when paranormal on YouTube was not popular. So back in a long time ago, like over 10 years ago, YouTube, the paranormal YouTubers, the biggest channel was like probably 50,000 or 40,000 subscribers, 30 to 50,000, somewhere around that range. It was like the biggest paranormal YouTuber at the time. And that would be, at the time, it was like Dorset Ghost Investigators and unfortunately, Steve Huff. And so,
whoa, throw shade Steve Huff now. All right, come on, man.
Only because of the things he does with the death stuff. I'm very against that. Literally, you don't even know the person, and the person isn't even in their grave yet, and you're just calling them out. Be like, can you talk to me? Like, it just bothers me. So it's like literally, the family is trying to grieve the situation, and he's automatically making a video about it online just for money on YouTube. And that's I'm very against that. And
Yeah.
so you can believe whatever you want with your spirit boxes when it comes to the apps and stuff like that. I'm not a believer in the apps. But when it comes to what he's doing, like that's I would have no problem with him if he didn't do that. But he could do his own thing and everything. But that is the thing that I draw the line for that. So like, yeah,
it's so weird that became a trend there for a little while. Like a celebrity would die, and then the person would immediately make a video. Oh, I spoke to Michael Jackson. Like, okay,
yeah.
no, you didn't. But you didn't speak to Michael Jackson.
Like I said, I'm not a fan of the methods too, because I am a believer in the possibility of getting spirit box communication, but he's also using apps, and I don't believe in apps, and he's also manipulating the audio a lot to get different sounds and stuff like that. So that's why it's a little. I'm not a fan of his methods, but I do have some belief in spirit box in general, and I think it has to do with the frequencies, because I have had dead on responses before, like sentences, not even just a word or over and over and over again, mainly in my Soul Seeker days, to be honest. Like when I was part of a different team called Soul Seekers back in 2013 through 2015. And I got some of the craziest responses I've ever gotten with the spirit box. It was fucking weird. I'm actually probably going to make a top 10 video on my best spirit box responses. So
do you think that is you think that's real responses to you, or do you think it's
some of them I'm for sure like that's just strange as fuck. like I said, we were talking about a musket that was used in the War of 1812, and basically we're literally talking about saying, is this your gun? And then it says, don't need gun, literally right afterwards. I'm not even kidding you, direct, clear as day, class, like you hear it, no problem. It's not like one of those words like, oh, you can barely hear it or anything. It's clear as day. Don't need gun. And then what I think Dante says, what did you do with it? And said, killed people. And so,
wow, yeah. Very
and so
cool.
like Jesus, like it was dead on, like things like that. And then also I was using the AM frequency on the spirit box. Dante's saying, "Who's that over there?" And it says Benton, clear as day, Class A. Like,
Wow.
and Benton's not a very popular name. It's like Matt is a lot more popular, but Benton is not. I've only met 2 Bentons in my entire life. That's not family, and so it's like, I mean, in person. I know there's a lot online and stuff like that. It's just not as common. There is like cities out there, and there's cities and towns and stuff like that named Benton sometimes, but I barely ever hear the name Benton. It's rare. And so getting that response at the exact same moments, he asked, "Who is that over there?" and pointing at me, and it says Benton. That's just weird to me. And then I get a voice that says, "Is there something following me or Dante?" And then it said, "What is following me or Dante?" And then it says, "A demon," in a creepy voice. It's not a normal voice. Like the way it was said was creepy. And so, like, why would a spirit box, if it was a radio station, say it in a creepy voice? It wasn't like Halloween or anything. It was just like, "Hey," I can't make the voice, but it was like, "Hey, demon." I can't say it. I can't do it like how I did it, but it was weird. So like I have some pretty good responses. That's why I am a believer in probably the frequencies is what I think it is. I don't think it's audio manipulation with them. I think it's because if that was the case, the apps would work. If that was the case, and I have never had any definitive anything with the apps. I've tried because I'm open-minded, and I try them out. And so I tried the ones with the phonemes and all that, just making sounds and stuff like that. And then I even created my own app called Scientia ITC. Scientia is Latin for science and knowledge. So you can actually validate audio manipulation. I give you the tool for it. And basically, I've never caught anything other than what goes through it, which is a single file audio. It's the same things as the phoneme sounds and all that, like the those sounds, like those things.
Mhm.
And nothing has ever come through using that. And it's a single file audio, so you could backtrack it, so you could actually cross check it. So you could have that for 5 minutes it's going, and it has a timer on it. So if you're filming it and you like hear some sentence or something like that that's not supposed to be there, you could cross check that exact moment through the audio file, because I give you a downloadable link to have that audio file, and you can cross check it back to see if there was some audio manipulation happening. I've never caught anything like that, and that's the reason why I don't believe in it. So,
yeah, I always wanted to see I would like to see the code for what was that? What was the other one that we were talking about? Like Ghost Tube, I think it was.
Yeah.
I would love to see the code for that and see how everything is drawn, like the sounds and all that stuff. Just kind of to put my mind at ease as how it works.
You will never see that code.
Come on, man.
and also what's also interesting is that when you use to a spirit box at certain locations, like it's so many times it doesn't do anything. And then when you do an extremely active location, then all of a sudden it's like the Monroe House, for example, I get the craziest fucking responses. Or I don't know what was up with the Soul Seeker days for me, but during that time period, I was getting some good responses too. Mackey Mansion was one of those places. Mackey Mansion getting good responses. Steam Ferry Berkeley and Star of India, actually mainly Steam Ferry Berkeley. Yeah, it was weird. So, and then Rialto Historical Society. So there's some places that I've gotten really good responses, and then some that I have had absolutely nothing. So it was interesting.
Do you remove your antenna?
No, because then you block the frequency. You cut off frequency completely. So if communication is going through the frequency itself, then why would you cut it off? It makes sense if you think it's through the static and manipulation through the static, which I don't believe that's what it is. Because you can turn off, like with the new SB7 Pro, you could turn off your completely cut it off. And
that would be lovely.
Yeah, so that's why I got it, so I could show that as an example. But basically, there is a feature on this where you can turn off the antenna completely, and it does nothing comes through. It's just static the whole time. So yeah.
I removed ours, but we still get stuff that comes through.
Yeah, because it doesn't fully cut it off. You can get signals. That's why you need either a Faraday cage or and still sometimes you maybe get something for the Faraday sometimes. But when it comes to this one is the best you can do when it comes to cutting it off completely, because it literally does work. It cuts it off. I have tried it myself multiple times. Literally all you get is static the whole time. So it does work with this one feature on here. It's pretty cool. It says turn off antenna. It says it right. I don't know if it'll focus, but it's right there. You turn off the antenna. So but yeah.
So Carla would like to know what equipment do you use and trust the most? I was actually just
video and audio, and this is my favorite piece of equipment right here, because I get my hands free too when I'm doing this filming with this. So it just captures what I need. It's a wide shot view, gets the audio very well through this big ass mic on it, and very good IR. So this is my favorite piece of equipment, and for evidence purposes. I would say I also like the EDI Plus because it actually collects data on its surroundings, and you can record it on an SD card. And so I think if you have enough of those, which it sucks that they stopped manufacturing these, because if I knew that, I would have bought a lot more, and now they're harder to find. So EDI Pluses, I like those ones a lot too because you could collect that on them.
You don't like that Panasonic, was it the DR60 or whatever?
No.
You don't like that thing?
I hate it.
I know.
It's literally the worst audio I've ever heard in my life. So bad. And also it creates its own sounds. Like the scream sound it does all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, you know how many times I've heard that thing make that same sound? And so yeah, it's like it's a horrible, horrible device. And then if it creates its own sounds, like that's a huge issue. It's creating its own what's the word I'm looking for? My brain's gonna blank on me.
It's contagious. I'm sorry.
Hate it when your brain does this.
Mine does it a lot.
It does.
It's a buffer screen.
Yeah. That's how I'm rolling about 45 every time.
That's what happens when you have a lack of sleep like I do. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of it at all. But everyone has their own methods and everything, and I just try and take the only least scientific approach I take is this one. And it's only because of my good responses, and I can't validate it is the issue. I cannot validate it. That's the problem with doing spirit boxes. You can't validate it as evidence. It's more of a belief system. So
yeah,
that's my belief because of my responses I've gotten in the past. And also I like that I don't get any activity at some locations, and then some others I do. That finds a little bit more credibility to me because sometimes I just straight up radio and that's it. And then some other locations, it's fucking accurate over and over and over and over again. I'm like, okay, now something's weird. What's going on here?
Yeah, we do Estes a lot, and we'll get that where nothing will come through in one place, and in another place it's just like
perfect example is the Estes. That's actually the best. I think Estes is a great idea because it takes away the aspect of you thinking of things. Like it's like
I'm not implanting information.
You're not planting information or trying to listen for something that someone's asking a question to. So it's a really good experiment. I like Estes method.
I do like Estes as well.
And this next film, I have the best and creepiest Estes method I've ever done in my life. It was in the Monroe house. It was so damn accurate. I didn't know how accurate it was until I got out of it and they started telling me about it because I didn't hear anything. Yeah. So I didn't know how accurate it was. And not just that, my body language was being very weirdly creepy to what was being said. And so this is the spiritual aspect. Actually, the Harrisville haunting is for my being at the Conjuring House, having that personal experience at the end. That experience has changed a lot in the way in the future of my investigating. Now I'm a bit more spiritual now than what I used to be, because I used to be more scientific minded until that experience I had at the Conjuring House at the very end. So that's really opened my eyes in some things that maybe being spiritual is also important as an investigator. to open up and connect. It's not evidence. I know that at all. I feel like it connects you a little bit, and maybe you can get more answers sometimes with things. And that's what I did at the Monroe house during the SS method. And that's why my body language seems to be very accurate to what's going on too. So yeah, I can't wait till everyone sees this SS method. It's fucking creepy. And I'm going to make it a little bit creepier with the music and everything. So
All right, cool.
with my sound design. So
Yeah, I couldn't. Well, every time I considered doing sound design, Rican yelled at me. So I can't do sound design in our videos because Rican will be angry at me, and I don't want that.
yeah, some people they like it completely quiet, and I'm like, I already did the reviewing. There's nothing there. So I'm thinking. So I'm like, I'm going to put in where I think just it does sensationalize a little bit, but that's part about being a filmmaker. You're trying to make entertainment also.
Yeah.
So you are sensationalizing with feelings of like a little bit of scary, making it scary and stuff like that, or just making people feel what the people felt in that moment. For example, like making them like kind of in the moment of where we are at and the darkness of this location, just trying to make you feel the location more, like and so yeah, so it's sensationalized, yes, but it's not tampering with evidence. So it's just giving you an emotional feel and connection to the film itself. And so that's my goal in my documentary filmmaking. I am a fan of horror, and so I add that element to my documentaries.
Sir, you think you're a fan of horror?
In the chat for sure.
That's like
Crow of Judas says Matt's editing is pretty badass on the new one. Yeah, this next one is definitely my best work so far.
Rican, after hearing what he just said, are you still against that whole idea?
Yeah, exactly, Rican. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, it's also important to hear, be able to like tone it down when you need the right moment. Suspense is important too. So there's build up to things. When you understand suspense and you understand have the audio levels not too high for like, so you actually hear the actual people talking. For example, it's annoying when I go watch a video and I can't hear what they're saying because the audio they're using is just shit, and then they have like loud ass music, and so it's like it's a little different. So you have to keep all that in mind, and that's just the whole editing process, though. So I do all of it, like literally, I edit and do sound design. So, but to be honest, sound design is my favorite part. I love sound design because that's what gives the chill factor of what people keep claiming in my stuff, and I love that I give that feeling. That's actually part of the reason why I created Devil's Hour Productions. The name of it is because of my horror style editing, and I'm a big fan of horror. And then I was like, you know what? The name is paranormal like because Devil's Hour 333. And then on top of that, it goes with the horror vibe of my editing style. So I was like, you know what? I think this would be a great name. And I looked on IMDb, Google, Facebook. It wasn't taken anywhere. So I took it. I would say this. It took me way longer to find out a production company name, figure out a production company name than it did for the paranormal name. Paranormal Research Unit I came up with in 2015 or 14. And it kind of goes because of my fascination with the military and everything. I also like professional sounding names. So the thing of when I was in Soul Seekers, I like the name's cool and all that. But if I go to like some scientific community and I call myself the Soul Seeker, it doesn't sound professional. So I was like, you know what? Paranormal Research is I think a more professional sounding way of saying it, and then unit is more because of the military side of me. Like I was like, okay, Paranormal Research Unit, and then I looked it up everywhere. It wasn't taken, so I took that too. And both of those names are now trademarked, so no one.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
I think we're safe. We don't have to trademark our name. Nobody wants it. But yeah, and I would say the new one's a lot better than Soul Seeker.
Yeah, I like this one too more.
Yeah.
No offense to Dante or anything. Like, it was cool working with him, and he's now a part of my team now too.
Oh,
So
I was about to poop on him. I was like,
No.
suck it, Dante. Okay, you're still working with him. Okay, never mind. No. Hey, what's up, Dante?
yeah, Dante's a cool guy. He's that I caught some of the more interesting things back then with him actually. And he's in the next film also. So
Nice.
yeah.
I can't wait to see some stuff coming out.
This one is I can't wait to see people's reactions and the feel of this documentary. This is on another. I just want to say this documentary compared to everything else that's out there right now. I don't think there's a documentary horror. I don't think there's a documentary film out there right now like this one. That's real. There's not one out there. The closest you're gonna get is to found footage stuff, and those are fake. Is the thing. Yeah. Now imagine a real documentary, all 100% real, but have a horror vibe to it, a full horror vibe. I feel like that's it's unique and it's in that factor. And I think Devil's Hour is an awesome brand. Thank you, Chris. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Actually, I think I'm kind of with Crow here. It was either that or Exploring with Matt. I think Exploring with Matt was really good.
There's already too many of those channels.
Michael, why don't you get back into it now that you're retired? You have time.
Paranormal
anymore, but my team was called Higher Plane Paranormal. I do miss investigating. Why don't you keep doing it? The best part about this job, I mean, it's a job now for me, is that you can do this for a long time. It's like the military, you're gonna get your body broken down for sure. But this you can keep doing for a long time. And I like that because I could do this till I'm in my 70s if I wanted to.
Yep.
Probably retire in my 70s to be honest. But just enjoy life at that point. But I could do this for so long, and I love that because I like keeping busy, and I am an artist in a way. So I have this bug in me that I had to keep creating. So when it comes to future projects, I'm trying to either top it or make something that's interesting enough. Some of them might be hard to top. Like this film is going to be hard to top because I've been filming this place for a long time. I have ideas. I'm not going to put them out because I don't want them taken, but I have multiple film ideas that
if you say something, I'm stealing it, dude.
Here's the thing. I used to not care, but now I do because I told Eddie, who's the owner of the Monroe House and of the Man vs. Paranormal thing, and then he told Nick Groff about it. I'm not even kidding you. 5 months after he told him about it, on his VidiSpace thing, that was the thing back then. What was his name? Johnny Hauser Versus came out, and that's literally the same concept of Man versus Paranormal.
That is so awesome.
And then he's friends with Johnny Hauser, and it's VidiSpace, his thing at the time. Now it's not. It's now Elizabeth Saint's thing, and so it's like his friend. He told his friend about it. It seems like, and got it onto VidiSpace. And I was like, well, there you go. My idea taken, except I did stay in the building longer than he did, but it was like I did 3 days, he did one night, and he was doing it live too, which
one night.
Yeah. So he also was doing it live. I did not. So I feel like live kind of gives you that comfort feel, like, oh, at least something happened.
Talking to someone.
Yeah, you're still talking to people, so it's still different in some aspects, but. And yeah, you get to see a little bit of it in this film, but it's not the main focus in this film. It's the Monroe House that's the main focus. So you still see a little bit of that idea into this film, and you see it unfold. It's pretty interesting. A couple of interesting things. And the one idea is Matt handcuffs himself. Yeah, I do handcuff myself sometimes in the building.
Hey,
they're gonna do it.
2 seconds.
Or they're gonna do it wherever they are.
Oh, he's getting. All right.
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Get in it.
Yeah, I've done it multiple times now. Being handcuffed in the building, it just adds a vibe. Like when you can't leave. Also, it's uncomfortable because you're Hands behind
Can't,
your back. the whole
can't
time.
see him. Oh, not behind your back. Wow.
Oh no, I don't do that. No, I will have
No.
a panic attack.
Yeah, I did it behind my back, and sometimes I do it blindfolded too.
Oh, wait. 2 seconds.
I was gonna say you can barely see them, Eddie. What? Oh, you're gonna put that over your head and be handcuffed.
Oh my God, this is the creation of the KKK, and I just have to put holes in it.
Oh,
Hold on. I need a cone. Nah, I ain't got a cone up. No, we're getting bagged, handcuffed, and abandoned.
Carla likes ropes.
Yeah. Elena and I always make jokes about the handcuffs.
You know,
Hey, Faith.
for a joke.
Ropes could be taken two ways.
I can-
Oh, I know where you went on that. Okay.
Yes. Shoot ropes. Shoot ropes, guys.
Eddie, you didn't have to spell
I
it
did.
out.
I actually did have to.
Okay.
I was considering when purchasing these handcuffs, I was considering buying leather cuffs with pink fuzzies on the inside. 'Cause we're going with the Memphis guys. I was like, this would make this very uncomfortable.
Now, Carla, is Eddie on your level now with the pink and the fuzzy? Be careful, Eddie. You will get canceled.
Hey,
Yeah.
Faith, how are you?
Hey, in all fairness, Matt is the one who said it, not me. This is just a bag, okay? I got bagged.
Yeah, I also did something different to the SS method. So in the SS method, I wanted to be handcuffed, and also I wanted the a mask, a full-on mask, which is I use the gas mask.
Yeah, I asked you about that.
Yeah, so the gas mask I actually decided to do because of a couple of reasons. One, it makes a little bit extra claustrophobia because you can't take it off. It's harder to get off. And you know how blindfolds sometimes you can kind of see underneath it? This gets rid of that completely. You can't see shit. And so also your breathing is a little bit more constricted, a little bit. And so it just adds a vibe. And also it's really cool on camera with red lights. so there's that aspect too.
Yeah, you got that Israeli gas mask. I want one of those.
Yeah.
I have a Czech gas mask, and it just doesn't have the same vibes.
Yeah. That's not right here. I thought it was right here, but no.
Okay, I thought you were about to pull it out. I was like, all right, hold on. You're gonna pull out your gas mask. I'm gonna go grab mine.
You're
Somewhere.
going to compare gas masks.
Yeah, we're gonna compare our masks. Pink fuzzy handcuffs definitely gonna put a grant on Dan. No, I bought. Oh, so here's the backstory about myself and Dan Trail. There, our goal for right now is 10,000 subs.
Yeah.
Once we get to 10,000 subs, we're going to Texas. We're gonna do the Hill House, and I'm fighting Dan.
Let me
They're
fix
having
that. Let me fix that.
a boxing match of sorts.
He's gonna
Yes,
get his
Dan.
ass whipped by Dan.
Yes. we're sure he's getting his ass beat by Dan.
I don't know why they assume that I'm going to lose.
And then he's going to blame it on the ghost beating him up, not you.
in all fairness,
Yes, we've already.
Dan
fairness.
Trail, what's gonna happen, man? What's gonna happen?
Tell us, Dan.
Tell him.
what's gonna happen is I'm gonna knock Dan out. I'm gonna pick him up and be like, "You're okay, buddy." And then later he's gonna cook me a steak and we're gonna have a beer.
Yes, y'all definitely gonna have steak and beer after you get your butt kicked.
Well, before he cooks the steak, he's gonna be using it to put it on his eye because what with keeping the swelling down and all.
Well, technically, it's a boxing match, not just a
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, Crow is definitely to pull them out and compare.
Crow. Whoa, Crow.
Hot dogs.
Maybe later, buddy. stealing hot dogs and
Why do you want to wait until? You know what? I think that's what I told him. It would be about 2042 before we get to that point.
oh my god. Wow, Crow just straight pooped on me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matt, how about that?
That's
Matt,
why we.
defend
That's
me.
why we were thinking
Defend
about
me.
changing it to like 4K, maybe 3K, something like that.
Well, I think 5 would be a good round, even not even number, but
What are we? Hold on, wait. What are we at right now? Let's see here.
I think we should get 6,660. I like 3 6s. I know that he likes the 3 3s, but
Matt, you seem to have gone quiet, my friend.
he's just listening to us
Yeah, just listening.
talk crap.
Okay, so we're at 2,180. So 2,181. That's when we'll be ready.
Then we're gonna go fight Dan.
So, hey, Crow, you're right. It's probably going to be 2042.
Give him a steak and get him a beer afterwards. The Haunted Hill. Oh, dude, I'm not going to the Haunted Hill house after. We got to do that first, and then we'll fight.
Yeah, he can't be walking around on camera with a black eye.
Yeah, he can't be
The Hill House is definitely on my list of places I want to go.
crawling.
Yeah, that place seems really awesome. Everything we've watched about it. I mean, we watched a few videos on stream about it.
It seems like up my alley because of how extreme I like to take things.
Oh,
So the aspect of actually getting physically attacked really excites me.
correct. The last video we put out, the jail. There are people that have gotten choked in their sleep. If you sleep in the women's cell, because there's a woman who hanged herself in that cell, and apparently, what was it?
Thank you, Carla.
Either way, people have reported to have been choked in their sleep. They can't breathe. They can't call out for help. So what do? I spend the night in the women's cell. Sadly, I did not get choked. I was hoping for a little kink, but nothing happened.
Oh,
Did this
poor
happen to
Eddie.
women or men? That's usually in there.
Well, the one person I personally know was a woman.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Crow's getting Crow's talking about you there, Matt.
Yeah.
That is the animal in the bedroom. Oh my.
Well, you could just ask Elena that.
I will not.
I will. No, I'm just kidding.
Yikes.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so we agree that the Estes method is possibly one of the best techniques to do because
when it comes to spirit boxes, yes. Because again, it's not 100% evidence. Like you can't validate it, but I would say, yeah, it's for spirit box. Yeah, it is one of the best ones you can do. Matt, is that a K2 meter in your pocket?
I know it's what I was laughing about.
I'm waiting for him to poop on the K2. I'm waiting. I'm sitting back.
It's this. Just kidding.
Where's Joe? Where's Joe? He loves K2s apparently.
No, I hate K2s.
I was gonna say, was that a gun in your pocket there?
I would flash my firearm, but I lost mine on a horrible boating accident.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, that sucks, man. That really sucks.
An awful, terrible boating accident. Lost all my firearms.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of us lost them in this boating accident.
It was a
right?
horrible boating. We all went together and then we just crashed.
Technically, this one is not California compliant.
Oh.
I didn't hear that. I did not hear that.
Say, la 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 la.
Hey, I bought this in Indiana though, so
But
actually,
you know what it is?
I guess
You know what it is though?
what
Constitutional compliant.
exactly, 100%.
There you go. See? Uh-oh. Now, is the conversation going to change? Are we switching gears here? Yeah, no.
100%.
What are you getting, Edward?
Don't worry about it.
He's getting comfortable in the seat.
I'm not getting anything. I was adjusting.
Oh, I don't want to know.
I'm sitting on my balls. Thank you.
That's what I figured. You didn't have to spell it out again.
That boating accident. See, Deb knows what's up.
Yep.
Deb, how are you feeling, by the way? You feeling all right?
I know you've been having headaches for a while.
So, yeah, my point about talking about the Estes was what other techniques do you use that you think are possibly some of the best ones?
I like you too, Crow. I think we would get along fine.
I also recommend recording using an aux cord into a recorder straight from the spirit box, so you can actually
we do that.
show people.
We do that.
I was trying to do that for Evil on Earth, but the aux cord that we had did not work. So we're like,
Love
damn
it.
it. Of course.
Yeah, we run the aux cord from the recorder to the spirit box, and then from the spirit box to his headphones.
Yes, because
Or no, wait.
like eliminates the factor of people like just randomly saying things that probably wasn't anything.
Yeah,
But,
I love that.
yeah, so that's another thing that I was wanting to do that day, but it didn't work out because the aux cord didn't fucking work.
Don't you love it when your crap sucks?
I know, right? I was pretty pissed.
Breaking cords and stuff.
Cat
Yeah, especially-
balls.
The documentary. I was wanting it for the documentary, but you know.
So, are you all individual paranormal investigators, or are you a team of investigators?
I am an investigator with a team.
Yeah, Matt-
and
Matt
these
like-
two go ahead.
Yeah, him and I right here, not Matt. The two not handsome guys are the ones we're a team, and then he's a team with other guys.
And I'm the two ones up there or down there. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look see where.
we're on your left.
Oh,
and lower
Okay.
right.
There.
Who are y'all again?
I'm their mum. Isn't that what you call me, Edward?
Yeah, it's mum.
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 I've gone to a couple of places with them.
True.
In the beginning.
Yeah, but you don't
In-
investigate.
No, but I
beginning-
heard a couple of things. But I usually watch Edward's child when he goes on investigations. So-
Munchkin.
Sorry, I got a message from Marine Corps stuff.
That's
Uh-oh.
okay.
Get off that stream right now.
No.
Yeah. Don't feel like we're holding you hostage, by the way. If you need to leave or you want to leave, just bail whenever.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, we'll talk crap about you when you leave if you leave early, but
He will. I won't.
I will.
Yeah.
100%.
And I'll smack the crap out of him when I see him tomorrow.
It's fine. It's fine.
For being a, what would your word be?
Douche.
Yes, that's
Ah,
the word.
Got it.
I was
got it.
thinking D word, but yes, that's the one.
You should come.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
invited. You've been invited with Deb and Ann.
I should go with you guys. Yes.
They're the queens of Munchkinville.
Yes.
Where's Michael at?
Bunch of
Michael
short,
Myers?
short women
Michael
out
Myers
there
or Michael
investigating.
Bell?
There we go.
Yeah, you mean Eddie's Michael there? Whoops. Yeah, I gotta keep hitting that.
The Michael Myers is right there.
Hey, Carla, you like cat balls?
Yeah, Matt, how you feel about cat balls?
Right.
Did you see a video? I saw something where there was a cat ball or something rolling across the table back and forth, and it was super sketch.
When I was trying to I'm not a big fan of cat balls because they seem to go off randomly all the time.
See, I disagree. Ours do not.
They barely work for you guys.
We
do
have
they?
tested our cat balls where we have recorded them for how long did you record those balls for?
I did them 45 minutes on 2 separate.
Hey, Michael.
I feel like if you're on shaky enough, like creaky floorboards, I feel like they could set them off.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that absolutely 100% that is true. But if you're on concrete and they're down a hallway, there ain't no reason those balls should go off. He had the balls laid out with the camera and he was stomping on the ground around the balls to get them to set off. And finally, how hard did you have to stomp to get it to go off?
I don't even know if they did go off. I'll have to watch the video again, but I don't think they went off at all.
Crow, I'm waiting for a remark from Crow.
She said, I like cat balls like diarrhea. Okay, then. So you think diarrhea is amazing? Okay, I got it.
But I have in our video,
I'm
I've seen the
not
balls
here
go
to-
off. But it didn't look like they moved. So
Do you hear the dogs barking?
No.
Okay, just wondering. It's from outside.
Oh, dude, I forgot you're in California. I was like, why is it light outside?
Yeah,
No, it is.
unfortunately, I'm in this horrible state.
Yes, I agree.
So what state? You said, unfortunately, I'm in this horrible state. Where would you move to if once you're free?
Midwest.
Midwest.
If I
Midwest.
wasn't a paranormal investigator, it would probably be Texas, but I am. So,
Right?
yeah, but I am a paranormal investigator, so Midwest is the best place.
Yeah, I'll put you right dead smack in the middle there.
Yeah, so many places, para conventions, and also locations you can investigate. So easy out there. Like I was investigating every month when I was in the Midwest. Every month I had a place, and now over here, not so much. It's a lot harder to get access. I actually started out here though, because I was born and raised in California, and then
That explains a lot.
it does.
Such a douche, Eddie. Yeah, I said it.
Boosted balls,
That shade was huge.
What? Why? Out of curiosity. Just
I
Yeah.
was joking.
He's just being
I was just so
trying to humor.
because I feel like I am not the same as a lot of Californians here.
No, you don't seem like a Californian.
No,
California, yeah.
maybe accent, but that's about it.
I hear a lot of California accent. I'm not joking now.
Yeah, because also some people think that all Californians speak like fucking surfer dudes or whatever, or fucking. That's not true. I actually don't even hear that many of them, to be honest. It's very rare when you find one of those. But some people in Midwest states think that sometimes, which I think is weird because I actually don't hear that many of them. And then there's the whole this is true, the Valley Girl thing. Yeah, that's a Californian thing.
Yeah, I like the uptick, the when they get higher at the end, like they're asking questions. It's amazing.
Yeah. Anyone with that actual personality and not just joking is I'm sorry.
They're dumb. You heard what Matt just said. He said anyone with a Valley Girl accent is a dumb.
Yeah.
Heard it here. Matt canceled.
Yes.
It's just the same as it's just as dumb as ghetto to me. So
True, yeah. No, Michael was talking about Michael Myers statue. Oh,
Where is your Michael Myers?
he's right there. You can see the top of his head.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
barely.
you can't really see him that much.
Okay, there he is.
See him down there? And Ghostface chilling, doing their thing. Yeah, you said you're a horror fan. I am a wicked nerd horror fan.
You need like Spotlight.
actually it's funny because I'm a horror fan, but I've never been like crazy into the slasher films. It's because the way they always seem like they're superhuman, like from the fucking Michael Myers and Jason and all that. It's like they're making them superhuman. I don't like that aspect. I wish they were just straight up like just regular killers and then have that aspect of being smart and everything and like the way they kill and everything. But no, they're just fucking walking around and just like it gets shot up and still going.
Well, that's why I like the original Halloween the most, because he wasn't a big tank. I mean, he did get shot a bunch at the end. That's the spooky part where he gets shot and he gets back up. But he was a skinny little slinky guy that was going around stalking broads and killing them.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't supposed to be a tank, but they, I guess they realized after Jason, they were like, we got to make him a tank.
Yeah. And then there's the I would say like I was always more fascinated in the obviously the paranormal ones, like haunting or exorcist type ones. I like those ones. They're more fun for me to watch because I never really found the killer ones scary, to be honest. Even when I was younger, I didn't really find
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't find them scary. I just find them entertaining.
Yeah, but when I was young, at least the paranormal ones like got me sometimes when I was younger.
Yo, Ju-on used to freak me out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Grudge, the original Grudge.
Yep, that was
used
good.
To scare the poop out of me.
Japanese are really Korean or Japanese. That was Japanese. So that was a very good. I think the Japanese know how to do horror. Same with South Korea.
Oh, dude, South Korea's killing it with like everything they put out now, except for their music. Their music is garbage.
My wife would disagree. She loves K-pop.
Everybody's talking about Freddy. It's Hey Adam, and they're talking about they like Freddy. Freddy's the best.
What did Rican suggest? Oh, with the yes/no prism.
Yeah. Well, yeah, with cat balls.
I must have missed.
Oh, ask questions and see if they'll touch the left or the right one.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's just gonna be a lot of us just sitting there talking to ourselves.
Well, that's the way it always is, anyway.
Well,
Yeah, pretty much.
well, you should try it at least.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, I'm down. That's why I keep asking. We keep getting on side tangents here. Yes,
Us?
Friday the
No.
13th is in fact sick. I love Friday the 13th. I mean, this guy doesn't like slashers, which is
So, what did you think of Terrifier?
I don't dislike. It's just more of like, it doesn't. It just feels more like a thriller than horror to me. I don't know why. So like, it's not like I don't know. It's just it doesn't give. It's not scary at all to me at all. Like I feel like I just shoot the guy and I'm good. It's like they don't scare me because I literally can just shoot them.
You know what's funny? My daughter likes Chad and V on YouTube, and they have like hacker problems where these people are breaking into their places and causing problems. And I every time we watch one of the videos, I go, all their problems would be solved if one of them had a gun.
Exactly.
Just shoot the guys and clean them up and move about your business. Now nobody messes with you. You're golden.
Exactly.
All right, what about the Saw series?
Yeah.
Well, my favorite horror director is James Wan. He did the first Saw. And James Wan right now is my favorite horror director because like he did The Conjuring, the Insidious film. Like I love those films. And then he did the first Saw, which I thought was the best one. He did I'm trying to think of another horror.
I mean, the first Saw was the only good one. Gotcha.
Yeah. And so like he's a master in modern day horror. He's the master at it right now.
I like the first and second Conjuring. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, first is that. Guess what? He directed those two.
Yeah,
The
you could
third
tell.
one he did not.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see the difference. What about Top Gun 2, Matt? That's very different. But yeah, Top Gun 2 is actually my favorite plane or aircraft related film because I love the cinematography in it because they actually shot it for real and you can tell when you watch it in Top Gun 2 Maverick, and it is so good because you see the G-force actually taking place with the actors, and I was like, this is so fucking cool. And they're actually getting like actual shots from down below too, with very good telescopic type cameras. That's like getting these badass shots, and also getting these shots in the air and stuff like that. It's so cool. Like if you're really into technology, like military technology, like I am, I thought it was really fucking cool. Obviously, they couldn't use our 5th gen aircraft in the film because they're not going to let actors be in those because they're top secret. So they're putting them in the F-16s, I think, right? So in the film. So,
Carly, you're a pilot. That's cool.
oh, you were a pilot in like military or like as a different kind of pilot?
Crop duster. He crop dusts in restaurants.
Yes, he does. My boys, the crop dusters.
I was actually talking to someone about crop dusting in restaurants today. Horrible person I am.
I did not see Top Gun 2. Did see the first one. I did not see the second one.
Same.
That was cool. I actually looked into years ago learning to fly because we have a close to us.
We have a close to us.
We had airport where they taught. Sorry. Ooh, I like
helicopters.
I like flying in a helicopter.
The only time I've ever been in a helicopter was no, I've been in 2 helicopters. One was for fun, and one was because I had a bullet in me.
Yeah.
You had a bullet. Like what's that story? Were you
That's the story?
You got to share part of it.
Once again, please.
Are you prior military?
No. This was someone tried to stateside kill me.
Damn.
It didn't work.
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah, when it comes to helicopters, so I'm in a helo company, so I get to actually fast rope out of helicopters.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Ain't nothing to be sorry about. I
Well-
would ask apologies from the person that shot me, but
I was gonna say you took care of business.
yeah,
Is that the best way to put it?
yeah, we'll just say that. I didn't get an apology.
Damn. Was it an X?
No,
I just thought that'd be funny to ask.
you gotta laugh at me, dude. So yes, it was good. It worked, and I'm actually really a ghost. Nah, sorry.
Wait, you do have a ghost up there in your corner.
I do.
Yes, you do.
Man.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten into more techniques. I'm really interested, and I want to learn. That's why I brought you on. I didn't bring you on to be friends with you. I brought you on to
Oh,
pick the brain.
He is such a douche, man.
No, but seriously,
He
though,
does
like,
joke, but
more.
Okay, I've got some things. I created the OMI rig, which is the one-man investigator rig, is what I call it. And so basically, it's a 4K camera and also a 4-channel recorder on top. It has a also shotgun mic on top, and so that's connected to the 4-channel recorder. So you have 2 recordings at the exact same time. It will make it even better as a MagCheck 95 sensor. MagCheck 95 sensor actually records audio of EMF. So if you wanted to validate EVP phenomena, so basically you have this 4-channel recorder is recording from 3 different places at once: the MagCheck 95 sensor, the shotgun mic, and the stereo mic. So you have 3 things recording at once. So if you capture an EVP through the shotgun mic, which is more susceptible to like EMF, if you put anything next to it, like a cell phone or anything, it's going to get a lot of interference. So let's say your shotgun mic captured a Class A clear voice, and your stereo mic does not capture anything. That just validates actual audio manipulation. And what if you got a EMF spike during the time of it happening? You have now data from the MagCheck 95 sensor, all recording it to the exact same SD card. So that's a tip for you if you want.
now this is you've designed this yourself, correct?
It was a combination of ideas from multiple people. So it wasn't all for me, but it was the full setup was. And then also I have a face cam to prove that you're not the one whispering or something like that if you capture on both mics, for example.
No, that's cool.
So yeah, so face cam is also a part of it. If I had can I share screen on here?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, 1 second.
I know Jason did it once when we had them on. He just hijacked our stream.
It's on my Paranormal Research Unit page on Facebook. 1 second, I got something for you. I have a photo of it.
Oh, if you could share just a photo, because I think if you tried to share a video, it wouldn't have any audio.
No, it's yeah.
Photo, we're good.
Yeah, it's just a photo. 1 second, actually. I know where to go.
Carla, that's very cool. I love flying in helicopters.
Yes. Okay. This one.
I actually used to jump out of planes years ago.
Out of a perfectly good plane. What?
I know. It was fun too.
What a waste of a perfectly good plane.
It's fun.
I really want to do that. It's the only thing about the Marine Corps is like that's an Army like program to do it airborne. So you can only do that if you are in a special kind of school, like recon or MARSOC or I think maybe EOD maybe can get that chance. But yeah, so it's rare for Marines to actually get to go to airborne. If you're in the Army, very easy.
Yeah, it's that's you were talking about facing your fears and stuff like that with the heights and stuff.
Oh yeah, I would definitely do it for sure.
Yeah, it was first time was kind of like whoa, but I went through with it, and then the second time I did it, I was like, okay, this is really awesome, and I went because I had instructors with me, so I was kind of like, let's go, let's do this. They were like, wow, you were very aggressive the second time.
You see, the problem with that is I'm way too stupid to fold my own chute, and I don't trust anyone else to fold
I let them do it, but yeah, your dad used to do his own shoots, so He learned all
So-
that.
Is it sharing properly?
Yes, sir.
I see it.
Okay, this is the OMI rig setup that I've created. And so it's basically a Scorpion U grip. This one I like more because it's actually a harder plastic, so it can handle a lot more weight on it. And then you just got like a Sony AX53, which is really good night vision camera for this kind of setup because it's small enough too. And it's very good quality. Then you have a Deadlight. This is an older version. I actually have, this is the fourth one ever made, I think. I actually had the fourth one ever made. Now I have a better one, which is a basically there is lights in the middle, regular LED lights, and then 40 watts of IR. So, and then it has a 4-channel recorder right there. Actually, I think there's another photo. So that you also have this
Face cam.
with the face cam right here. Also, I forgot to put the IR light, but there's supposed to be an IR light right there. And then, hold on. Do I have a above view of this? I guess not. I guess I don't have above view. So yeah, basically you just have that 4-channel recorder and with the setup too. So it's connected to the 4-channel recorder there, and the shotgun mic is also connected to the XLR inputs right there. This is the MagCheck 95 sensor. So this is what validates, you can validate actual EVP phenomena. If you say you got a actual class A voice through the shotgun mic, not the stereo mic. So I had to be very specific with this because it has to be clear, because anything can happen to where, oh, you hear a small whisper and it sounds like it's from a distance. That could just because this is a directional mic. This is capturing more other sounds. So it's like, that's another factor you have to take in, because these mics can record things differently. But when it's clear as day, like I'm talking to the mic right now type thing, like clear as day, then it's more, you can improve it then that way, because it's just like, it has to be clear.
Or
loud.
somebody hit you with an audio spotlight.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Him in this audio spotlight.
I love, dude. You know what? That tool is kind of hilarious to me. But
Whoa. We got Streamception. Oh.
You're right there.
We switched.
So yeah, that's the 2 setups I've done in my career, is that setup and this.
yeah, that thing is cool. That the whole little setup you got.
That's a
Yeah.
lot to carry.
Yeah,
How
you just,
heavy is it?
it's pretty heavy, but if you lift weights a lot, it should be fine.
Yeah, Dan.
Eddie, are you lifting weights still?
Sometimes.
Yeah, Michael, I did a hot air balloon once, but yeah, I wouldn't go in one now.
He said, Michael said his luck would be shot down by a spy balloon.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it now.
Sure, there's a whole bunch of them floating around, aren't there? Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, just get him shot. You know what's funny is that I think it was the F-22 Raptor that shot it down, one of those balloons, and they put a balloon on it, because when they destroy something or kill something, they usually put like a image of what they destroyed with that aircraft, and they put the balloon on the aircraft. So that was pretty funny.
Don't you worry about that, Dan Trail. You'll find out soon enough in 2027, 2042.
Yeah, I think the year was 2040. God, I don't even think I won't be around
Stay in shape, Dan.
to watch this.
Stay sharp for that 10K increase.
Yep.
Oh, man. Is that it? Just
Is there any questions from anyone?
Oh, speaking of which, yeah.
Any questions that someone has?
Anyone want to know something from Mr.
Hey.
Matt Benton?
Michael had some. Said I have one.
Oh, yeah, Michael did. Michael was asking, what do you feel about UFOs? Or
Yeah, I'm a believer in them. We've been having experiences with them for pretty much all of humanity, and then on top of that, like increase in it ever since we created nuclear bombs. So it's I find it very interesting. I definitely believe in it. I believe there is enough footage out there that it's something. There's something going on.
Yeah, something, but potential extraterrestrial life.
I believe so, because some of these objects are doing things that are like straight up impossible for what we have today. Like right now, think about this: Elon Musk still using rockets, and he is like probably the head of anything space technology right now, ahead of NASA right now too. Like he's like the top tier right now when it comes to space exploration.
Yeah,
And
we see
we're
and
still
hear
using
his
propulsion
rockets
systems.
constantly.
Yeah,
We-
and we're still using propulsion systems. So that is a huge. And now we're seeing these objects that are not using that. So that is why I believe that yes, it is alien technology, because even Elon Musk is not aware of this technology yet.
Yeah, we live close to Cape Canaveral, so
Yeah.
He and SpaceX is continuously putting up rockets.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, my theory is that we're way too small and insignificant, and the universe is so unbelievably vast. It's very arrogant to think that we're the only thing that could potentially be here.
Yeah. Also, something interesting that Elon Musk said: if there is if we have not visited or have not been visited, or that's actually kind of scary, because if you think about it, that means we're the only ones in the whole entire universe, or no one has gotten past the point of as a civilization has passed the point to where they either kill themselves off their own, or they can't get past to space exploration to a certain point to where before they kill themselves off. And I find that interesting if that's true. If all civilizations are doing the same thing, killing or just killing themselves off, like for example, us, nuclear bombs, we could easily destroy the whole planet if we wanted to. And what if that is how every civilization's like turning out to be? That would be weird, crazy. But so I do look at it in multiple different aspects, but I think there are technologies out there that is definitely doesn't seem like it's from us. So, and this is coming from the 50s. If this was like more recent times, like only that time period, like let's say 2024, 2023, we've been seeing these things. So like maybe it's possible that it could be just us, but this kind of reports of these things defying laws of physics has been happening since the 50s, sorry. And so that I think is a little too far fetched for us, for our technology being able to do that. Like from back then, that like we're still like helicopters didn't even exist yet back then. So it's so like how I don't think we're even close to the technology of what is out there right now.
Right.
That's being reported.
And about everyone being nuking each other, we could destroy the Earth with nukes. I got a big old bag full of bottle caps. I'm ready to go.
I know. I was gonna say everybody watch Fallout. What was that? Last night I was flipping through it, and I watched Deep Impact. I haven't seen that in years.
Boo.
Boo. That's a good movie, I thought. For a 1998 movie.
So Miss Jackie wants to know, what's your view on cryptids like Bugfoot? Oh, she actually said Bugfoot. I'm very proud of you, Miss Jackie.
For me,
Bugfoot.
So we're continuously finding new species out there. So I don't really know it. Like I don't disbelieve or not or believe. I'm like in the middle when it comes to Bigfoot. Like I really don't know. And
Excuse me, Bugfoot.
And so so I actually think that but it's definitely a possibility because of how much like the Amazon rainforest, for example, like how many new creatures we find out there, and also the ocean itself. Like we find new species all the time. So it wouldn't surprise me if maybe there's one in the Amazon forest. Yeah, I don't know. Right. Like it's very unexplored compared to a lot of other places in the world. So
yeah, you got to think about how many people get lost in like national parks and stuff, how vast those are, and they just never get found. There could be things in there that like Bugfoot. I'm just going to say Bugfoot.
Now explain Bugfoot.
Sorry,
yeah,
we're horrible hosts.
tell them of what.
I just shot out Matt's channel. Of course, everyone in here knows who Matt is. I don't know why I'm.
Yeah, I would think that everybody knows who he is.
Yeah,
but doesn't hurt to share him. Anyway.
I don't think that's true, but okay.
Well, I do believe the majority of everybody in here does know you, Matt.
Missing 411. Oh yeah.
Yeah, missing 401 is very interesting when you hear about those stories. Mr. Ballin does a pretty good job on some of those stories. I like Mr. Ballin, if you listen to
Mr. Ballin. Yeah, Mr. Ballin's great.
Yeah, I like I watch his videos all the time. Every single time he has a new video, I always listen to it when I'm driving. Every time I'm going on a longer drive or when I'm driving to work, because his videos are usually like 20 to 30 minutes. And so I drive 30 minutes to work. So I always play when a new one comes up, I just play it on the way to work.
Got to jump on them new Mr. Ballin videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very interesting. A very interesting gentleman.
Yeah, he is. I like how humble he is. And he was a Navy SEAL too. So he's in the community, the military community. So it's cool.
Are you gonna explain Bugfoot?
Matt, have they heard the song yet? I guess you're talking about the Crow of Judas song.
Oh no, that she's talking about there's this song that someone made for my channel and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but no, we don't have to show that.
AI made us a song for our channel, our stream intro.
The person used AI for it.
Oh, see, AI.
See, we did too. Or they did too.
It's so scary.
I think Richard did it, didn't you, Richie?
Yeah, it takes away. It can be a problem, I feel like, in some aspects.
Yes, it can.
And so that's why, like, it needs to be very controlled of how AI is being used.
Yeah, because people can train, like, say, they can upload your voice to train their AI and then say things for you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's I already know this is going to be used in politics. It is. And that's
for sure.
Very bad.
Yeah.
But now we don't even know what's real and what's not anymore. Is what we're almost getting to that, and that's not good. It's not good at all.
And yeah, with video mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that principal. I can't remember what state it was. He had to resign because someone posted a video using AI in that guy's voice.
So I think they found out that
the guy who faked the video got arrested.
Yeah.
There should be, I think, new laws created around AI. I definitely think there should be, because that's going to become a problem. And I already know it's going to be used in politics, so it's going to be kind of weird for this, maybe not this election, but maybe next election afterwards. So no, it's like it's going to be a big problem. I feel like
it's going to be really
we're
interesting.
going to get so much false information from both sides, and so I don't like that.
Yeah. Dan said, if you like the video, like the video.
Okay. So I was in your chat once, and I think Helena was giving you busting your chops about your voiceovers.
Yeah.
And I was saying that everyone makes fun of my voiceovers. That's what they're doing right there.
Yeah.
Dan, with the if you like the video, like the video. I don't do that anymore, Dan.
Yeah. Well, that was Dan and Rican got you to stop doing that, didn't they?
Yep, made fun of me a little too hard. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore.
That's funny.
Yeah, I did a voiceover for the last video I put out, and guess what? Nobody made fun of me. Oh.
Rican, I think you're right.
So bad. Every so often, it doesn't happen as much anymore, but we used to get a lot of hate comments.
Oh, yeah. I get those too.
Yay! Well, what I like to do is I like to do a little segment on our show called A Minute of Hate. Where we spotlight people's hate comments towards us, because I get, pardon my French, sexual pleasure from it. I didn't know you guys probably didn't know that. I enjoy it thoroughly. So Mr. Colin White, praise be thy name, drops this.
Not what? Okay, he's already failing at.
Dude, there's not such things as ghosts. It's a money-making racket for TV. It's a myth, MITH. like Bugfoot.
Oh
What
my-
a load of what a load of rubbish. It's a con trick. What gets me is you lot get paid for nothing. It's clever with camera and other rubbish. Apologies for being outspoken, but it's true. People who Berkeeve and ghosts want to get a life. This comment stuck with me so much. It has altered my DNA. I love this comment so much that I went to Walgreens and I got it professionally printed out, and now it lives here in my studio. And
that's where Bugfoot came from.
and
So we
Colin
do-
White has spawned. Yep. See, Michael Bells knows what's up. Colin White, praise him. Praise be thy name.
We tried to get him
So-
on here, but you know.
Yeah, he didn't want to come on.
You know, it's funny when you start getting hate comments with people that can't even spell properly.
I know, it's amazing. The last hate comment video we put out, the Minute of Hate, was a guy, and I completely no, this isn't there's a logical fallacy, but I discredited everything he said because he had an anime profile picture. So
have you ever investigated with your military buddies? I've investigated not with my military buddies, no, but I've investigated with prior military. But they were Air Force.
Air Force.
Just mess with-
No, Michael, I love my Brit friends. You guys and your beans on toast. I love it. Yeah, Michael Bell's from England, from like Hampshire 10 or something, whatever one of those places are. They
Stop trying.
got the worst town names ever in England.
Yeah, that was funny.
I've only been in England for a little bit because it was my stop for when I was flying from Finland. When I flew to Finland and back, that was like one of the stops. So I was not actually exploring the city though. That's the only thing that sucks. But I got to see a little bit. I got to see like some of the foods that they had there and drinks and stuff like that. So I just tried.
That's cool. Yeah.
In the airport.
Yeah.
Beans and on toast. Yep.
Beans on toast. Oh yeah, I forgot Deb.
Yeah, Deb's
Deb's a Brit too, but she's down here in Florida with us. We have she's been converted.
but
Had
she
any
has-
protein lately? I was gagging on some nuts today.
You worded that.
They weren't sesame seed cashews because they didn't have any.
Yeah, you forgot to bring me some of those.
Well, guess what? I don't think they sell them anymore. So
Jeez. Thanks, Eddie.
we have some great town names. So great, America copies a lot of them. Deb, are we gonna have to bring back the old revolution here? Oh, that sounds like I'm ready to head out.
No,
Oh, okay.
it doesn't mean that. It's just fun. Like, I love like the history of America a lot. Like, if you really get into it, like, I actually recommend a channel called The Fat Electrician.
I
He's
don't
awesome.
know why that made me laugh, but it sounds awesome.
Yeah, he's such a like really good history like storyteller. It's so good. He has like 1 million subscribers, and he's hilarious. And he talks a lot about American history. It's so good. Recommend following that channel, Fat Electrician.
We're here.
Yeah,
Subscribe. I'm gonna check them out later.
you're gonna love it. Actually, listen to the Dan Daly story. That was one of my favorites. Dan Daly. So Dan Daly is a Marine that one of the there's only 2 people in the U.S. history that has won 2 Medal of Honors. Both of them were Marines, and Dan Daly was one of them. And his story is fucking badass. It's crazy. So definitely, if you're into military history, that's mainly what he does is military history. So if you're interested, definitely.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the mostly World War II. I'm a huge
Yeah, he
World
has a
War
lot of
II nerd.
World War II ones in there. He has a lot of World War II ones in there.
The Fat Electrician.
Yes.
That's quite the name.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I listened to. I want to show like one video. It's a short one. Here, I'll just show you this. I want the shorts version. Shorts.
Hey,
Seriously.
so go ahead.
Mhm. No, it's okay. What's that?
I was just gonna
Well-
ask Deb when they're gonna all get together with Pooh Bear up here to go do an investigation. The three of you guys.
Y'all can call me Paula, or you can call me Mom,
Mom.
or Mom,
Mom.
Mom.
So Matt, what's this video?
Here, it's this is just to get a little taste of him, but his longer form content is about the history stuff. This one's just a funny one that he did for the Marine Corps birthday. So here.
All right, we're going to do a special video for the Marine Corps birthday. We're going to go over some of my favorite Marine quotes, some of my favorite Marine lore. It's going to be great. And for those of you that don't know, the Marine Corps birthday is the greatest American holiday that most people don't know about. And once you do know about it, it becomes the groundhog for the entire holiday season. As soon as all your Marine buddies start posting memes talking about Semper Fi and how drunk they're going to get at the ball, you know that the rest of the holiday season is upon you. It's only a matter of time until you get to start reading newspaper articles about how somebody got trampled to death for a $1 toaster on Black Friday. And then we all come together on Thanksgiving to do something that Americans very seldom do, overeat. And then December starts, that wonderful, wonderful time of year where every single store in America plays Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You, on a loop. And let me tell you, it will never, ever get old or annoying or redundant or annoying. We're going to have Christmas, then we're going to have New Year's, and then we all get to get the date wrong every time we write it down for the next 3 months while we quietly... years it's been since we graduated from high school. What I'm trying to tell you is you owe it to yourself to go drinking with the Marines on the Marine Corps birthday before this shit show of a holiday season starts. Because if you've never been, drinking with the Marines is a phenomenal experience. Really, it's a two-step process. Step one, show up. Step two, proceed to do whatever the fuck you want. Because guess what? If anything goes down, you've got a horde of Marines. Who's going to stop you? I'll tell you who's not going to stop you. When they show up, one of them is a Marine, and they're not about to arrest a Marine or a Marine's buddy on the Marine Corps birthday. At worst, he's going to tell you to have a good rest of your night. At best, he's there to help you hide the body, because that's just how Marines get down. So if you've never been drinking with the Marines, please do it. And I know what you're thinking. What if I don't have any Marine friends? That's fine. Just go to the bar. They'll be there. How are you going to identify said Marines? You don't have to. Believe me, you're going to figure it out pretty quick. They'll tell you. I love them, but they are the CrossFit of the military branches. They are not about to let you think that they start any other branch but the United States Marine Corps.
That's
now,
true.
why is the Marine Corps birthday such a big deal?
Kind of a big deal.
Well, it's because the Marines are kind of a big deal. I don't know where to start with this, so we're just going to start from the beginning. November 10th, 1775. Yeah, that's before 1776. The Marine Corps is older than the United States of America. They were founded in Tun Tavern, a bar. The Marine Corps was founded in a bar. You can't make that up. Just setting a tone right out of the gate. Speaking of setting a tone, pretty much every time the Marine Corps gets let off its leash, they come back with some new terrifying nickname that the enemy gave them. And that proud tradition started in World War I at the Battle of Belleau Wood. If you don't know, super short, oversimplified version of history, the Germans were marching through France towards Paris. The Marine Corps shows up and is like, nah. They're able to push back the Germans once and help the army and the French. And the French begged the Marines to retreat back to a more fortified position with them, to which the Marine Corps leadership responds, and I quote, "Retreat. We just got here." They then proceed to don their gas mask and fix their bayonets as they go into one of the bloodiest battles America has ever fought. And the Marines do it so aggressively that the Germans begin to call them the Devil Dogs, a moniker that no one that has ever fought them since has disagreed with. Then we fast forward to World War II. World War II, everybody talks about Iwo Jima, and they should. Very poetic, very heroic, very romantic when they raise the flag. But my personal favorite Marine story from World War II is the Battle of Tarawa. If you don't know, Tarawa Atoll is the most fortified island the Marines have ever landed on. The Japanese admiral in charge of defending Tarawa is quoted as saying, "1 million men couldn't take Tarawa in 100 years. To which the Marine Corps said, "Hold my beer," as 4,000 Marines proceeded to take it in 3 days. Yeah. Only one Japanese officer actually survived that battle, and in his journal, he described it as this. We could see the American landing crafts coming towards us like dozens of spiders on the surface of the water, when one of my men exclaimed, "The gods of death have come." I'm trying to paint the picture that they built quite the reputation for themselves. A reputation so intimidating that during the Gulf War, Desert Storm, whatever you prefer to call it, the Iraq military was scared of the Marines because they actually believed that to become an American Marine, you had to murder a member of your family at basic training. Now, that obviously is not true by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it speaks volumes that an entire military actually believed it. The Marine Corps merely existing is a form of psychological warfare. And that's just when they're merely existing. They're way scarier when they're actually doing their job, like for everybody, including their own chain of command. For example, during the Battle of Fallujah, the Marines got so many headshots that the United States military had to launch an internal investigation because they were concerned that the Marines may have been executing people at point blank. They weren't. They were just out there giving long-range lobotomies at a rate that the American government didn't know was possible. Which is even more. I mean, how would you feel if you had to go up against a military force that you knew was under investigation for getting too many headshots? That's really intimidation at its finest, because everybody knows the most advanced militaries in the world offer their men body armor. Ain't nobody giving their guys face armor. The Marines subtly saying, I don't care how big your military budget is, you can still get it. I think Eleanor Roosevelt said it best when she said, and I quote, "The Marines I have seen around the world have the cleanest bodies and the filthiest minds, the highest morale and the lowest morals of any group of animals I have ever seen. Thank God for the United States Marine Corps." And so really, Marines that heard it, at least one of them leaned over to his buddy and said, I'd hit that. In conclusion, the point I'm trying to and I would strongly recommend helping them celebrate their birthday. So yeah, go check out my website, buy some merch, quack, bang out. I'm gonna go drink.
Yeah. So that's just a 5-minute video. Most of his videos are a lot longer. So, but yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah, I've spent some time with a Marine Corps sniper instructor, one of the main sniper instructors in Quantico.
Scout snipers courses. Yeah.
Yeah, he that dude would drink until he would be just meat. He was just meat.
Yeah. I'm not the average Marine because I don't really do any of that because I'm older. Like almost 30. So, but yeah.
I said that's older. That's adorable.
In the Marine Corps, that is older.
Okay, yeah. No, the funny thing is, I think this dude was he was in his mid to late 30s.
Oh, really? So he's been in for a long time, probably.
Yeah, he was quite the drunk, but he was a funny guy. I liked him.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, but I agree. They're drinking in Marine. There's no crazier party than in the barracks. That's for sure.
Oh,
sometimes gets annoying.
Your dad was in the Marines. Our grandfather was in the Marines.
Yeah, he was a drill sergeant.
Drill instructor, actually. Thank you.
Drill instructor, excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get it right, noob. Go.
Hey, what do you want? I'm a boomer. I'm going to blame it on being a boomer all the time.
Your husband was a sniper instructor? Dude, I wonder if was he stationed in Quantico? Yeah, I got some stories if he was.
Royal Marine is the British Marines. So they're more of a smaller reaction force in a way. They're kind of like the special forces kind of in the naval side of the British. The British Marines are a little bit different. They're smaller. Actually, technically, we're also the smallest branch if you don't count Coast Guard. And so,
nobody counts Coast Guard.
Nobody counts Coast Guard. So we're technically also the smallest branch, but also our funding is higher than most militaries in the world still. So, yeah.
Adam Johnson, what, you never used iron sights? I have never owned optics in my entire life for the weapons that I don't have anymore.
It's game changer because right now I have, for the Marines, I use an M27 rifle, and it is it has a SCO, which is a 1 to 8 times zoom optic. And so it's adjustable. I fucking love it because I can take shots from 500 yards away and easily hit on target. So it's so we shoot obviously human-sized targets, and 500 meters away, literally shooting from this type of grouping from
Wow.
500 meters, and that's pretty easy with the SCO if you know what you're doing. So, yeah, basically, it makes a difference over iron sights for sure.
Well, any engagement I have had or ever will have is not usually going to be that far.
No,
Yeah, it's going to be usually with a pistol and I don't know, about 3 or 4 feet away.
I was thinking about getting a red dot for mine, but this is my Shadow Systems MR920, so it's pretty nice. This is what I would conceal carry and also open carry if I wanted to. So not in California though, you know.
I was gonna say, can you open carry in California?
Yeah, that thing is gonna have a terrible
Yeah.
boating accident. I can see in
No,
the future.
man.
No,
Oh.
going back to the Midwest where this is allowed. And Indiana and Ohio and all that. It's like, oh, actually, I don't know about Ohio. But Indiana, you can open carry, and actually, you can conceal carry now too with no license.
Oh, dude, that's Florida has constitutional carry now.
Yeah.
But we don't have open carry, which blows my mind.
Yeah, that is kind of mind blowing.
To be honest, like conceal carry is better anyway. It's less comfortable, but it's smarter because getting
Nobody's gonna be snatching your gun if they can't see it.
and not just that, they don't know if you have the element of surprise if they don't know you have a gun. So if you have it out open, they know you have a gun, you're going to be a target. And so, yeah, it's good to not keep quiet about it until it's needed.
I work security. I'm used to being a target.
Well, yeah, security is different. Obviously, you're there for a different reason. But if you're just going through a grocery store or anything like that, it's better just to be concealed.
Yeah, I think that would be true because I think a lot of people some people get uncomfortable if they see somebody.
I don't
open
care what
carry.
people think about me, to be honest. So I don't care if people get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Helena gets annoyed of it, but for me, it's like it's my right to carry. So, yeah, because in Nevada, it's a constitutional carry there too.
It's sad that we have to call it constitutional carry instead of just
right
carry.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it should be in every state because that's why the Constitution was made. But okay.
Adam said, "Nope, I open carry." Dan said,
definitely a lot more comfortable. That's for sure. It's definitely a lot more comfortable.
It really is, dude.
Can open carry in Texas, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah, well, I think a lot of people would. It's funny because the news, because it's not a part of their agenda. They don't show all the times that guns have helped for carrying. Like the time that fucking church was shot up, and then 3 guys that was carrying shot that guy that was trying to shoot up the church, and that was in Texas, by the way. Oh, look at there. And also, if you go look at all the stats of all the highest gun control laws, have the most shootings. Go figure.
Oh my goodness.
It's literally in the stats.
Yep.
It's so stupid.
I was telling Reekin about this. I was like, man, when we first got into the paranormal community, I thought everyone was going to be kind of doo-doo-doo-doo. But I have met some of the most based people in the paranormal community. It's weird. It's complete opposite of what I thought.
Really? Yeah, I actually because my demographic is mostly older, not the younger generation mostly. So it makes sense for me personally that most of them agree with my political views. But I don't. The only ones I really talk about is mainly the gun one, because that one I don't really go in depth with the other stuff just because I don't want, because that's more opinion based. This to me is a natural right, in my opinion, in America. Like you should be able to defend yourself, because there is evil people in the world, and people need to understand that. You should always be able to defend yourself against other evil people. So I think that's a God-given right, and I'm glad that America allows that, at least in most states. Unlike California and New York.
Oh, Deb, thank you for showing up. I'm glad you came.
So Deb's going to be in Indiana at the Moreau House.
Monroe House.
Jeez,
next week. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
Deb, I'm jealous. What the
You gonna do a live stream while you're there?
Deb? You didn't invite me. What? I'm just playing. I'm not going. I'm not going that far. I'm sorry, not right now.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of going really far, hey Matt,
Good
when
night. Good night, Deb.
Good idea.
when you come into Florida, and actually, have you ever been to Florida?
I've never been to Florida yet. I want to go to Florida to also investigate. It's funny. Every single time I think about traveling, I just think about investigating.
Oh, dude, me too.
It's like
Yeah.
I know it's like kind of like I know like I should be just taking my own vacation to do just relax, but I always just want to film. So it's like kind of part of my vacation.
Well, you love what you do. I mean, you
Exactly.
can tell that you love it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it
Every
with-
time I think about going up, because we're from Virginia, and every time I think about going back up there, I'm like, "God, I wonder if I could. I wonder what places are up there where we used to live.
Yeah.
Like my grandma, she used to babysit us all the time, but her house was an old train station from the 1800s,
mhm.
Mm.
and it was right on the train tracks, and it was just like this super awesome old 1800s house. And he's had experiences there, but he said he was 13, so he can't trust his lying eyes. Me, I don't know. I don't know. I was young.
So what do you carry out of curiosity?
If it weren't for that boating accident, it may have the numbers 357 in it.
Period. Really?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not tactical, bro. I keep it old school.
Okay. Like revolvers, huh?
Well, back in the old day, back when I had to,
I was gonna say,
it was a 40, but a little baby Glock.
I have a 9 Glock.
I am a fan of capacity because I've done a lot of research in shootouts from it comes to police and military. And when it comes to after 22, all rounds above that, it doesn't matter that much when it comes to actual shootout. Capacity matters a lot more. Like there's been a lot of situations to where a person will not go completely down, even if you have a 45 or something like that, or 357. And yeah, you'll most likely get a kill from that. But some people just don't go down right away, especially when they're high on drugs or adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why capacity is more important, because in a situation like that, I've seen so many shootout videos in my life. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I've probably seen like, oh my God, in my life, probably 1,000 almost.
Wow.
I've watched a lot because that's actually one of the contents I like to watch on my free time. So
yeah. You said you have like a thing that you like to watch cop videos.
yeah, I watch a lot of cop videos and I watch a lot of military also. So there's websites out there that you can watch the uncensored stuff. And so basically most shootouts involves a lot more bullets. Most of them don't just drop like that unless you hit the lights out button in the right place, which is it's usually happens only the first shot if you're taking an accurate shot. And if it's not a situation where it's a crazy fight situation, most of the time that's not going to happen. It's always like a lot of bullets are flying. So that's why I feel like 9mm is the perfect round for a pistol.
Yeah, I had a Glock 19 when I did security.
Yeah, especially today's ballistics, because 9mm have gone a long way from back in the day. If you were talking about World War II time period, probably 45 would probably be better. But when it comes to today's ballistics, they're very close to 45s now, very close. And so that's why I feel like I'd rather have the extra rounds than the just bigger round. And that's the only thing out of it too, is just a bigger round. And when it comes to power, the speed is faster on a 9mm than a 45. So it's like it just has a little bit more power, but not enough to make a crazy difference with today's ballistics. And our technology and rounds have gotten a lot better. So right now I use Federals or Hornady that I like to use. So yeah, like Federals are great to have because that's what the police use. So I like to use Federals a lot too. So this is also a extended One. Oh no, California.
Oh, shit. Dude, right now, by the way, you are tickling or you're scratching an itch that I'm too afraid to start talking about. You got me wanting to talk about firearms and
Yeah. Well, for me, I'm a big fan.
yeah, so am I.
That's my other hobby, is shooting, obviously, and also I do it for a living because of the Marine Corps, and not just Marine Corps. I'm in the infantry, so I'm shooting more than most of the Marine Corps.
Wow.
so infantry and special forces shoot more than everyone. So yeah, I say more than everyone in the military, I should say.
Yeah.
Unless they go out and that's all they do outside of the military. So
Miss Jackie said, "Are you even a Canadian if you don't own a 12 gauge?" I do.
Hey,
own a 12 gauge. I guess I'm
Erica.
Canadian. I mean, I
Erica.
used to before that horrible boat accident. What's up,
Erica's
Erica?
here.
Yeah, all this 45 talk. I really considered for a long time getting a
I used to be a 45 guy.
Springfield Armory XDS. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I used to be a 45 guy, and then I just started to do a little bit more research and watching a lot more other people that have actually been in firefights and stuff like that. And so I was like, okay, and now I've kind of changed because my first gun was a 45. It was a Walther PPQ 45 M2, and so that was my first gun. And then it was a 45. I liked it a lot. And then I just did a lot more research into it from other military and cops. And it just makes more sense to me now to have the 9mm. So the second gun I had was also a 45. It was a double stack 1911 from Rock Island.
Wow.
So it was pretty nice, actually.
That's the one thing I don't like about 1911s is the fact that they're single stack, like the easier.
Yeah, I agree. So there's double stack ones out there, and 2011s are my all-time favorite pistol. Just so expensive. Like that is my all-time favorite pistol is a 2011. It's because I'm a huge fan of 1911 feel in your hand. Great angle. The best trigger you can get in a pistol is a 2011 or 1911 is the best trigger. By far, you can have a 1.5 pound trigger if you want to do competition shooting, or you can have a 3-pound trigger if you're wanting to use it for duty carry or just carry in general. 3.5 is probably a better range for if you want to carry, and that's still very low. Regular Glock trigger is about 5 pounds.
Yeah,
So,
with all my Glocks, I've always done the
some work on them.
Yeah, I do like the buffing of the feed ramp, and then a few things to get it to a little smoother.
Yeah. So, Matt, do you ever think you will bring back
conscription, the draft?
Oh, if we go to World War III, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think for a normal, like a smaller war, no, but I do think for World War III, yes.
So Matt said that they are 100% bringing back here within
the
the next
Lance Corporal in the Marine Corps. I don't know what's going on with the big guys in the military. Okay, so I'm like the wrong person to ask. I'm like the lowest, the low, and I'm purposely doing that too. Like I'm not trying to go to corporal right now because I'm doing this film stuff. I don't want a whole bunch of extra responsibilities right now because I'm literally living 2 lives. I'm not even kidding you. I'm literally living 2 lives right now. The military is not even close to being connected with what I'm doing here. So I'm living 2 lives. So it's hard to balance both. It really is. And so probably after this film, I'll try and go for corporal maybe after this film. But right now, I'm just staying as a Lance Corporal because I'm purposely not wanting extra responsibility right now, just because I have so much I'm doing on this side right now. So I might be a Lance, a terminal Lance, maybe. We'll see.
Hey, you'll be out soon enough, right?
Yeah, a year and 8 months.
Countdown.
Literally counting it down.
The draft would be interesting now. No one would show.
Oh my God. Like imagine some of these. Oh my God. It'd be hilarious. There's some people.
We'll be in trouble. with
Ain't
some
built for
people.
they're not built for this.
They're not built for it.
We are in trouble.
I'm saying if we ever were in an actual civil war, they would be in. They would win.
Oh,
We
dude,
would
you're
win.
scratching another itch. Don't do it. Don't get me started.
We would demolish. They would die. They would just be destroyed. And we'd have any idea.
And I won't say what I say.
Oh my god!
I'd keep that to
Part of
myself.
me wishes there was that big of a change that would happen, but I don't wish for war ever. But I do wish that kind of huge change would happen with going to the right direction with America. But it's
a hefty spank on the bottom. Get in line, chill out.
yeah, exactly.
Let's be productive and get our country back on track. Okay.
Yeah. And can you believe that we sent like 95 billion or whatever to fucking? That's more than the Marine Corps budget. We just sent more money to Ukraine than we did than they pay for the Marine Corps.
Well,
Our own fucking brand.
in all fairness, a lot of that is coming back to America. It's going into the politicians'
I was
pocket.
going to say,
But-
we're not going to see that.
Yeah, we won't see that, but you know.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of politics. I mean, politicians at all. I hate them. And
Either. You should hear some of the conversations Rican and I have.
God damn.
We're on lists. We're definitely on lists.
So I'm like, whenever I get done with, I'm technically not allowed to even be talking about some of this stuff because I actually work for the government. So it's like,
He's gonna get court-martialed. Uh-oh.
I don't think we're that big that you know worry much.
That's the only plus. If I was on like some huge fucking channel, this would probably be a problem. If it was on my channel, it'd probably be a problem because if someone like came to my channel, that's
This dude straight up said, "You guys don't get any exposure." Now, me, on the other hand,
I said it first, though.
No, I said for me only because they would probably go to my channel just because I'm in the military.
Yeah.
Like if like some higher up, like if someone reported me to someone, they would just go straight to the source of my channel.
Right.
It's like a separate thing to where it's not involved with my channel, so they probably won't even know where to go here. So it's like
I put your name in the title.
that is true.
it's a different Matt Benton. That's right.
Yeah, it's not.
That
same
is
one.
true. Yeah. Well, you know what?
That's okay. No, but you know, we've got what 13
I haven't got
people
in
here.
trouble yet. I haven't got in trouble yet, and I have had these kind of comments before, and I still haven't got in trouble yet. So
Just double down. It's cool.
I don't think you've settled enough to.
And the fact that Rican and I are on lists already, you're
let's be honest. Like most of the things I say is the same view of most of the Marines.
I've actually heard. I had a conversation with a younger MSG guy, and he was saying, he said if he ever got orders to go after American citizens, he said, I would no longer be a Marine. I would be an enemy combatant.
Oh, I'm 100% agreeing with that, and I believe that would be most of the infantry side of the military. 100% would agree with that. I say infantry side because there's other parts of the military, guys, and there's the pogue life, and there's some that have different beliefs. So, and I would say mostly in the Air Force side too. Just saying.
That's funny, Jackie. It's cute. I know where I from that old show.
Car Paranormal 54. Where are you?
Yep.
Pretty funny.
That is hilarious.
Matt's a young pup, so he don't get that joke. We're old here.
But yeah, I agree.
Car 54.
I wouldn't either if they told us to fire on our own civilians either. Be very against that. That's when I would leave too. I have morals still, you know.
Well, it's good to know.
What are your thoughts on using robots in the military? I think it's smart because less lives are in danger. And you could defuse like bombs and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's smart. Like technology is smart for war, but at the same time, like I don't wish war for anything. But sometimes it's necessary.
Yeah, I'm pretty non-interventionist, kind of do our own thing. I don't like war.
Yeah, it's just that there's evil in the world, and that's why sometimes it's necessary. Not that we go to war for the right reasons all the time, because it's not true. Definitely not.
Dude, you are so getting court-martialed, by the way.
I know I'm saying things I'm not supposed to be saying. Don't report me, anyone.
Hey, if anyone reports Matt, you're banned.
Yeah.
I've only banned one person off this channel. we had a former employee that used to like to come on, and he used to message people, like, because in the live stream we used to watch other people's videos and talk about it, like I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Well, he would watch our live streams and then start emailing these people. Hey, these people are stealing your content, blah 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 blah. And they're talking crap about you, which is not true, but. That's how we met the Memphis guys. That's how we met Deb with a spectral researcher.
You shouldn't have banned him.
I don't know why. Well, he did something that was. We had a premiere set up, and he was sitting there talking crap in the comments on the premiere. I was like, that's. I mean, talk crap on the premiere, but don't talk crap pre-premiere, dude. You're gonna like.
Dawson, we're gonna get you.
That right now.
All right, Dawson, behave.
We like Matt. Matt is getting out in 1 year and 8 months.
Yep. Don't worry, I'm staying out unless they call us back, because I have 4-year inactive contract, basically, technically. So if we ever go to World War III, they'll probably call me back, to be honest.
That sucks.
Yeah,
it does. I have a 4-year. So basically, you have 4 years in as active duty, and then you have a 4-year inactive contract, basically. So basically, they could call you back in within those 4 years if they wanted to. If things went shit, like they really needed you, they would do that. So yeah. So then I have to wait another 4 years to be in the clear.
Oh, really? Oh,
But
wow.
here's the thing. Did you know you could buy yourself out of contract in the military? If you become successful enough, you can actually get out of a contract just based off your success if you make a certain amount of money. So
I didn't know that.
Well, Matt, luckily for you, you came on here, so you're gonna boom, good sir.
Totally.
Yeah, there he goes. They're pooping on us again. I heard it.
Did I say World War II? I meant to say World War III. If I said World War II, that was my mistake.
I don't know. I was.
Yeah, no, I thought you said World War III.
I did. I thought I heard you say 3 too.
I prefer if we call it World War II Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Money buys everything. Yeah,
I know. Seriously.
True.
Here's the thing. Like, I think it was like 250,000 a year is how much you make. I don't quote me on this. I forgot how much it was, but if you make a decent amount of money outside the Marine Corps, you can actually get out of the contract if you wanted to. But I don't need to do that. First off, I don't make that much yet. So, and second, a year and 8 months, I could finish out my contract. It's not that bad. Not bad at all. And I wanted to do this. The only reason why things have changed, like I want to get out now, is two big reasons. One, I now have a wife, and two, the filmmaking life is now finally paying off. And so that was my plan A. Marine Corps was the plan B. And so now that plan A is finally working out, I don't want to be in anymore, but at the same time, I'm glad I'm serving and doing my time, because I've always wanted to serve, because I always felt like a wannabe before I got in, because I was trying to join a lot younger, but they didn't accept me for my tattoos. They did not.
Really?
Yeah, until they lifted the tattoo regulations. They've changed them like about 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, wow. I didn't
3
know.
years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago they changed it, and that's how I got in. So, because now you can have them on your arms everywhere. You just can't have it on your hands and fingers and neck.
This trash right here sitting there. See him? See him all trashy?
Actually, the Navy would accept you. Navy allows.
We were.
The Navy allows hand and finger tattoos and also neck tattoos.
Oh, I have finger tattoo. I got the spade because I'm a card shark.
So what do you think of the Navy?
Mine are where you can't see them.
I have
Yes,
some that you
just-
can't see him. I have a friend's name tattooed on my butthole.
Do you
No,
really?
I'm
On your
joking. I'm
butthole.
joking.
Oh,
But here's the thing, like, I'm in a different mindset than I was when I was younger. Like when I was younger, I was all for like I want to kill bad people. Like that was my mindset when I was younger. now I'm like more chill. Like I guess I think it comes with age, to be honest. Like you're just like more relaxed mindset wise. Like if it happens, it happens, and if I want to, I will obviously defend if I have to in any aspect. But I don't want to kill people anymore. Like kill bad people anymore. Like I don't want to go out and do it anymore. It's like not my mindset anymore. It's so that's funny that I say that because I'm a Marine now. But it's like I don't think in that same aspect as I used to think when I was younger at 22, 23 years old. Like I was like all for it.
You're full of pee and vinegar.
yeah. Gung ho. Let's do this. But
Yeah, I was like a lot more gun ho when I was younger. Like that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to war. Now it's I'm in a different mindset now. Like I think I grew up a little bit. It's all it is.
but you would do it if you had to.
Yeah, you can get waivers, yes, but they didn't accept my waivers. I think it's because I had too many of them. Because I had literally had to get a waiver for this. I didn't have this obviously at the time. That would be so bad. Imagine going to boot camp with the easy.
Oh, dude, you would be chewed to pieces.
I don't even think I would make it because they would destroy you. They actually did that to a guy. I heard this story before. They didn't do it to me. I mean, sorry, they didn't do it to someone in my platoon or anything. But I heard a story of another platoon. They destroyed that guy and he quit. And he had an EGA tattoo. Like, oh my god, that's so funny actually. Because they did not want him to pass, and because of that reason. And I was like, yeah, because you would have been a target the whole time of drone being
oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Matt, I know what you mean, but you sound like a serial killer.
I saw that. I was just reading that.
Yeah, I was what the right mindset of a Marine. I'll just say that during that time period.
You have to be that way. Right?
Keep in mind, you need to understand the warrior culture, because the mindsets, you need that mindset to be a true Marine or soldier. You need to be in that mindset. And if I go to war, that's probably the mindset I'll go back to. I'll just have to turn that switch, because to be successful, you have to be at your job. You need to be in the mindset that you're willing to do your job and can't hesitate, because hesitation kills.
Yep.
So you need to be fully in it. And so I'm not in that mindset right now because we're not at war. So, but I might have to flip that switch if we ever go to war while I'm still in.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope not.
Yeah.
Did you?
The question for us from Dawson is: the Devil's Chair worth investigating? I would like to go back at night to check it out, because we did during the day because we were doing somewhere else at night. But during the day, no, it's very boring and there's a lot of people there.
Yeah, you ran into too many people coming and going through there.
Wait, which one? Devil's Chair. Yeah. We ran into a lot of people. We ran into even more people when we went to the Devil's Tree.
Yes.
I got dude. We got interrupted so many times that in the video I had to put interruption number 1, and then like 15 minutes later, interruption number 2. Like there were so many people. But yes, Matt, 100%. I agree with you. Sometimes, I like I said, I'm almost 40, dude, and I am. I'm pretty chill as a cucumber, I think. And no, but I'll shoot someone in their mouth if I have to.
Yeah, like in a situation that's necessary. Agreed.
Yes.
And like to protect myself or anyone I care about, of course.
Yeah, easily.
Easily.
I agree.
it's you or them. So
because they're thinking that way too. So
exactly. So it's very different. But I don't like actively go in that mindset anymore that I want to go look for it anymore. I'm just like, if it
Yeah,
happens,
no, I'm not looking for it, but I won't turn it down if it shows up.
I used to be in that mindset when I was younger. Like I wanted to be a Marine and go and kill evil people. And that's because I feel like they don't belong on this earth. And I still believe in some aspect of that, but I'm not looking for it anymore. Is what I'm trying to say.
It's just you'll do what you got to do when the time comes.
Exactly.
That's one of the best things about having a situation like mine is I know what I'm capable of when pushed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
almost 40. Yeah, he's old. Isn't he?
I know. Dude, well, after we wake up in 7 days, I will be 39 years old. I'm crusty.
Oh, thank you, Dawson. We hope so too.
You guys are entertaining.
Hopefully people will think I'm crazy now.
No, actually, because I think if I was ever in that situation, I think I could definitely do what I had to do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
War is a very ugly place. It's nothing good about war.
No, it sucks, and it
it's
sticks
horrible.
with you.
Yeah. So like, I'm not even saying that as an aspect. Obviously, I've never been through it, so I just want to make that clear. I'm not a combat veteran, but I can, just by trying to relate with them, I feel like I feel like I would feel that way in their situation. But yeah, so I just want to make that clear. I'm not a combat veteran, so you guys shouldn't even be looking up to me in that aspect at all.
Yeah, look up to me because I have been in a gunfight. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking with you. I mean, I have, but I'm messing around.
Dawson says, I already thought you were crazy, Matt. This okay. Understandable.
No, it makes me I feel good knowing you're on my side. So if that,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. So,
Um,
don't think you're crazy at all.
yeah.
He's
All
trying to-
Marines are a little crazy, just saying.
Well,
All
yeah,
the Marines I've known were pretty off the wall. Those guys are nuts.
Yeah. But you need those kind of people, though,
No, yeah, absolutely.
to fight wars. You need them. But I do believe in being the way we do things in America when it comes to, doing the right thing over just straight up like killing a whole bunch of people. I feel like there are rules of engagement that we do that's different than other countries, and I think that's smart. And we literally invented a device. I'm not kidding you. We invented a missile that does not it's not explosive at all. This missile is not explosive. It's literally for one man target. This thing spreads out blades and it's a guided missile to one person. That's literally how we think now, because we're trying to mitigate casualties. And so literally we did this to the guy that was planning 9/11, was a part of planning 9/11. We murked that guy with a fucking missile with blades coming out of it and just destroyed him.
That's
That is-
supreme
Really?
accuracy
Wow.
right there.
That's the
Yeah.
dope. That's surgical.
that's what you call surgical a kill right there. That's just like pure American superiority when it comes to fucking our military equipment. Like our military is so fucking powerful. There's no more powerful than the U.S. military. Not even close. China isn't even close. They have, quote unquote, the biggest navy for the amount of boats they have. But when it comes to tonnage, we still have the biggest navy when it comes to tonnage. And so it's like there's no military that comes even close to us. Even technology, we're like 10 to 20 years ahead of everyone.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, that is fantastic. I'm glad I know that, and you're getting court-martialed for telling us that.
I did not give
Yeah.
any secret stuff. That's all public knowledge.
Yeah,
You're like,
Eric says sounds terrifying.
it was implied.
It's crazy. It's just funny what to me it's funny in the aspect of how like our military thinks, because and how superior we are, it's funny as hell to me. when like there's other countries that want to, they're just trying to copy. Like North Korea is like that came out with like their own I think I forgot what plane it was, but it's literally almost a direct copy of ours. It's pretty funny. It literally just changing some logos and it looks pretty much exactly the same. It probably doesn't even function like ours.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, you're right. It probably doesn't.
It doesn't. We are
Little Rocket Man.
they call him. We got him.
I do not have any memes for tonight, by the way.
I couldn't find anything good. I found crap.
We normally drop memes at the end of the stream. We tell people to load up their Womp cannons, and Womp is obviously it's bad. Womp Womp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My memes are
just
usually dog
womp.
shit.
We have no memes, so it's going to be weird, and it's just going to fall off at the end here. So
So just say, just womp us now.
yeah, just drop your Womps anyway.
Womp
Drop
for the no
your Womp.
memes.
Yeah, Womp for no memes. But I'm very happy that Matt decided to go ahead and come on. I had a good time.
Yep.
He didn't poop on K2s, so we good. We didn't give him a chance to.
We got time. We got time.
I'm not a fan of K2s.
There we go. Nailed it.
Looks like I'm going to California
Actually,
too.
he did say that earlier that he wasn't a fan of K2. So
Oh, you said that?
yeah, yes,
Oh.
he did. Yes, he did.
Because anything can set him off easily. That's why. It's like any little small cell phone signal is going to set that thing off. It's the most sensitive out of all the EMF detectors. That's the most sensitive one out of all of them. So yeah.
And if you got walkie-talkies, communication devices.
There you go,
of some
Dan.
kind.
Womp, womp,
When we investigate, walkie-talkies are a no-go.
Yeah.
Walkie-talkies aren't even in the car. Cell phones are either in airplane mode or I leave mine in the car. I don't take my cell
Here's
phone.
the thing. I learned that iPhones, for some reason, still give the EMF off if on airplane mode. So which is weird. At least iPhones. Some Androids don't do that at all. But iPhones they do. So what are you doing, iPhone?
I'm gonna check mine. I'm gonna check mine and see if it does it.
See, he's an iPhone supremacist too.
No, I'm an
He
Android.
knows
man.
what's up.
Y'all are weirdos.
Here's the thing. Like I like Androids, don't get me wrong. It's just that when it comes to cameras, and that's the most important to me because I'm a photographer and cinematographer. That's the only reason why I'm with the iPhone right now, because right now they have the best video and the best they're on par with the Galaxy right now. They both have their pluses and negatives on each side. So their camera, in my opinion, is the best for what I want to use it for. So that's why I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max at the moment.
Hey, Sky Talker.
Oh, Sky Talker, it took you
I'll
forever to
give
get
you
here.
that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, they do have best cameras, and that's
Yeah.
why
They
I
do have
bought.
good. Yeah, they have.
Why I
good
have an
cameras.
iPhone.
Mine
Yeah.
mine takes, dude, like I got Bigfoot style footage coming from my camera. So
That is true. That is absolutely 100% true.
That's actually funny.
Mine takes. Well, I have the Galaxy, so mine takes okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
your
I
phone
like
is
Pictures.
still
I also
30
like
years old.
I also like what they do with the wallpapers. Like for example, this photo is hard to see. Hold on, let me decrease.
Cuck. No, I'm just playing.
Let me decrease brightness real quick. So this right here, what's cool about it is like it does this like cool like focus thing like for the background and everything when you try and make a wallpaper, and so like it looks like it goes with the this photo does not originally look like that. It creates it like it's meant for the wallpaper, and I like that. Like it's so cool. So it's so that it's very customizable now. I know that Android is a lot more customizable with a lot of other things, but for this wallpaper, it's pretty cool. Hello, Sky.
It's like Sky is like
Sky.
chatting it up.
My wallpaper says reject modernity.
that's why your video recorder failed.
My video recorder,
I mean your audio recorder.
my tape recorder that is actually named reject modernity died.
Yep. Because it knew better.
I just
It-
kept the
it
original that
It
my
toaster
phone came
backed
with.
itself.
Toaster bath.
We toaster bathed itself.
Toaster
We were at the
bath,
double
yeah.
chair, actually.
Toaster bath. Wow.
Well, crap, Matt. I had a good time talking to you, sir. And I mean, I think it's funny that Mr. Michael Bell said you need to have Matt on again. Michael, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Matt learned his one and done. He learned his lesson.
No, I don't mind coming back. Actually, I'm probably going to want to go on more podcasts after this film is out, so I can promote it more. So when it's out,
Yes.
I want to do a lot more podcasts just to promote.
Yeah. So when is it coming out?
There's no official date yet because there's other things I'm trying to do with it. Like I said, I'm trying to go for a bigger distributor, and also I'm trying to also put it into the big film festivals, the top 4. So there will probably be a small release if it's going to be because I think I'm going to have to use for those film festivals. I'm going to have to put them out to maybe next year because I think this year's almost at an end for submitting it. So for next year is probably the plan for some of these bigger film festivals. And the bigger film festivals do not want you to have it on anything. So obviously, if I could remove it, how do they know it was released for a little bit? So basically, if it's like released for members only, just on a specific tier on my channel, and I can easily private it when I want to. So like, how do they know? So basically, that's probably what I might do. It really depends on the situation, but I do really want to put it into the bigger film festivals. I've already done film festivals before in the last film, but I have not done like the big ones like Sundance, Cannes, and some of these other bigger ones. So that's what I want to do.
That's awesome. And
Well, we'll keep our eye out for when things start getting closer. Yeah, definitely.
I might, if I come back on here, I might just give it to you guys for free to watch, and then you can we can talk about it on to the actual podcast. So
yeah, I'd like to watch
That would be
Yeah,
cool to do.
I'd dig that.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Hey,
So, yep,
Matt?
the most 11 here. So,
Okay,
appreciate you coming on there, brother.
no problem. Thank you for having me. Dawson says Matt's been grinding. Yeah, that's true. 20 minutes done. 20 minutes out of probably an hour 30 to an hour 45.
Michael Bell wishes you wish you every success with your film project, Matt.
Oh, thank you.
Namaste and all that.
Dawson says,
namaste.
Namaste. Matt promised me tickets. All I have to do is pay for the cost of the tickets.
Good one.
That's hilarious.
That is funny. Yeah, we might do like a theater release right near the Monroe House. So
That'd be dope.
So like Muncie, I think, is the closest theater. It's like 20 minutes away. Or maybe we'll do a release there, then have the VIPs investigate with us at the Monroe House.
Oh, VIP, yeah, we'll be there.
Awesome. I know it's not that big of a place. I know it's not that big of a place, so it's like going to be hard to do a lot of VIP. So we'll probably have to have some kind of setup to do it properly.
Okay.
Like 5 people at a time going in and out. Maybe.
Uninvited, but okay, that's cool.
It's uninvited.
Not even a big deal.
So no. Like you could always pay for the VIP ticket.
I was going to say,
So when you guys do
Money-
that without us, you
money
guys have a good
talks.
time, and I hope everyone has a blast.
That's funny.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to eat now and then probably get back to editing.
All right.
Again,
great.
thank you for coming on, and we enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
No problem.
we'll keep our eyes out for your videos and your movie.
Yeah,
Juices.
So,
I can't wait for the film. Yeah.
Chat. Give it a thumbs up. And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
will,
Hit that like button on your way out there, homies.
yes, y'all.
Don't forget to do a desk pop. I'm just kidding.
All right, I'll do one real quick. Hold on.
All right, hold on a minute. Hold on. All right.
Ready, guys? Let's get out of here before things get weird.
All right. Good night, everyone.
All right. Good night, everyone.
We'll see you next week. Behave yourselves out